legacy to my loved ones. I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna call my parents. Dad, come over. The brisket's done.
The Traeger Connected Experience. Everything you need for epic flavor, and then some.
Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
It's time for the excitement of West Virginia High School Volleyball, featuring the Eastern Panhandle Athletic Conference. Tonight's coverage is brought to you by the Mirius Group of Ameriprise Financial Advisors, Rock's Local Markets, Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, Bechtel Jewelers, CMA Honda of Winchester, the Browns Funeral Home and Cremations, Orsini's Home Store, the Gary Kelly Allstate Insurance Agency, Hagerstown Ford, the Berkeley County Health Department, Modern Realty Results, and the Mansion Freddie Law Firm. Now let's send it out to our broadcasters for tonight's coverage.
Tonight it's a rematch of the regional championship from 2022. The top two teams in EPAC volleyball, the Musselman Applemen, traveling here to the home court of the Hedgesville Eagles. Dylan Bishop and Jim Klein with you for TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube for some more Tuesday night volleyball action here on TV10. Colin McLaughlin is our cameraman this evening. They first lead back in the studio. And Jim, it's, like I said, it's the top programs in the region, in the Eastern Panhandle, two of the top teams in the state overall. Obviously the perennial state champion Musselman Applemen. And it should be a really interesting matchup here tonight, as last time these two teams played, it was Hedgesville that was able to get the win.
Yeah, so these teams continue to do what they need to do to separate themselves in the EPAC. I mean, they are typically the number one and number two team in the EPAC. And again, as you mentioned, Musselman last lost in the EPAC on November 5th, 2022. They were up 2 sets to none in what some might view as a meaningless match because of the fact that the tickets had already been punched to the state tournament. So Hedgesville was down 2-0, came back and won in 5. Hedgesville went on to lose to Morgantown. They lost 3-1 on 11-9. Musselman then swept Morgantown 3-0 on November 10th to complete the three-peat and begin now their quest to win 4 in a row.
Yeah, the last year's matchups between these two teams, while Hedgesville did take that regional championship, like you said, tickets were already punched to the state tournament. So that's at least something that Musselman can attest to. Say the match that Hedgesville was able to win was in that sort of situation. And overall, the other 3 matches, the Applemen took them all in a combined 9-1, including straight sets in sectionals. There was one 4-set regular season match between these two, and that was here at Hedgesville last year. So we're coming into tonight. It's a new team on both sides. No more Hannah Howard for Musselman, and some injuries on the other side for Hedgesville. Elena Harper, Kylie Ann East. They've had to change some things around, Jim. So Hedgesville's trying to find their footing, which we'll hear kind of later on from Coach Allison Whitford before the varsity match about how they've been able to gel and figure out these new spots for new players to fit in for some injuries.
Yeah, and certainly offer some condolences to Elena Harper. In that match where Hedgesville beat Musselman, she finished that match with a match-high 22 kills. So that's out. In that match, they also lose, Paisley Miller's graduated, Kylie Hahn, Pennell Willis. So they've got some holes to fill. Now, Gracie Brown had 10 kills. Parker Sutherland was 7. Those kids are back. Ariana Ware, we expect to see her contribute, play well this evening. Conversely, on the other side of the net, Musselman returns 2 of its top kills in Ada McCoy and Keely Chrisman. In that match last year, they had 24 kills. McCoy tied Hannah the Hammer Howard, who's now at University of Maryland, Baltimore County, with 13 kills. So Ada, she's expected to do a lot for that Musselman team, and she tends to follow through. She contributes. And when we talk before the varsity match about the impact of these dynamic players and what they bring to the team, I think you'll be surprised when you learn the many different statistical categories in which some of these players are leading.
Let's go ahead. We'll take a 2-minute break. When we come back, we'll have the final breakdowns before we get into the JV match between the Applemen and the Eagles. This is EPAC Volleyball here on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Remember when you were a little kid and saw your first deer?
Oh, how cute.
As an adult, maybe you've had a different experience.
Where'd that come from?
Bambi mess up your dream machine? Call Cody's Auto Body today at 304-901-4777 and get the work done right the first time. Cody's Auto Body, 851 Wilston Street in Martinsburg, has a team of auto body professionals with a lifetime of experience putting your ride back together again, regardless of how it got that way. Cody's Auto Body. Radon is the second leading cause of lung cancer deaths in the United States each year. But do you know the radon levels in your home? Home is a place to live, love, and laugh, not a place to breathe air containing radon. The Berkeley and Morgan County Health Departments are distributing free confidential radon test kits, and you can get yours at the Berkeley County Health Department office in Martinsburg and the Morgan County Health Department office in Berkeley Springs. Protect your home and family. Get your free radon test kit today.
At Carter Myers Automotive, what we do today will tomorrow become what we've done. That's why Owners Just Do More no longer defines us. Our work is never done because what we live by doesn't have a finish line. We care. Our company of owners is moving lives forward every day by finding more ways to care before, during, and after your purchase. Because when you're happy, so are we. Carter Myers Automotive. Proud to be the owners who just care more.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Welcome back to the Eagles Nest here at Hedgesville High School. Just over 3 minutes away from the final countdown on the scoreboard for warm-ups for junior varsity action between the Eagles and the Applemen. Before we get into the rosters for the JV sides and take one more break, let's get into, just show you, or tell you at least, the standings in the EPAC so far, as we're about halfway through the season. Musselman at first place, 4-0 in the region, 29-1. Hedgesville at 11-8-1, 5-1 in the region. Spring Mills currently 3-3 in the region, 10-6-1 overall. Jefferson at 3-4 within the region, 9-10 overall. Martinsburg stands in at 5th, 2-3 in the region, 5-7-2. And Washington currently 0-6 with an overall record of 0-11-1. That's where we stand within the EPAC right now. Let's get you the JV rosters before we take one final break and get you ready for JV action. The Musselman JV team looks like this. Number 2, Raylan Kisner. Number 3, Olivia Orleana. Number 4, Reese Troxler. Number 5, Amaya King. Number 6, Gracie Gans. Number 7, Claire Cameron. Number 8, Amelia Howard. Number 10, Ashlyn Weatherholtz. Number 14, Addison Skidmore. Number 16, Avery Jackson. Number 17, Maddie Shelton. Number 19, Bree Shirk. Number 21, McKinley Ross. And number 25, Elena Cameron. For the Hedgesville Eagles, their JV team goes like this. Number 1, Addison Groves. Number 2, Brianna Ryder. Number 3, Riley Lamb. Number 4, Alexis Branner. Number 5, Ella Cogswell. Number 6, Zoe Alwyn. Number 8, Ashlyn Canby. Number 9, Grace Lathwell. Number 10, Bailey Marshall. Number 11, Ariana Walters. Number 12, Chloe Hudson. Number 13, Jillian Sykes, who we'll also see because of injuries in varsity. And number 14, Madison Elliott. So with that, we'll take one last 2-minute break, and when we come back, we'll have the beginning of the JV match with the Eagles and the Applemen. This is the EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
We are the Skinner Brothers. Most folks only need a lawyer once or twice in their lives, and when they're injured or in an accident, most people don't know what to do. We get it. It can be overwhelming.
Nobody likes to be told you need a lawyer, but that's why we're here. We want to get you back to your normal life and help you recover.
So if you or a loved one has been in an accident, give us a call. Let us figure out how we can get you compensation.
Reach us at SkinnerWins.com or Google Skinner Lawyers. We'll treat you like family.
My kids, you know I want the best for you, don't you? We need to have a conversation.
End-of-life planning is no one's favorite discussion, but the relief of having everything in place when the hour of need arrives is a gift. Give it to your family. Plan ahead with us.
Brown Funeral Homes, a leading provider of cremations, invites you to explore the many flexible options of cremation. From environmental considerations to the benefit of greatly reduced cost, it may be the perfect answer for your family. Online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
This is Eric at Hancock Chevrolet. Over the last decade, the way we buy things have evolved. Now, you get on your phone, click Want It, and it shows up at your front door. At Hancock Chevrolet, it is that easy. We've changed the car buying experience on the I-81 corridor forever. And with a return policy better than Walmart, there's absolutely no reason to buy a new or used car, truck, or SUV anywhere else. Just like Amazon, Hancock Chevrolet will deliver the vehicle to you, where you are, and on your time. And if you don't want it, return it. No questions asked. Why waste your time in a car dealership playing the dumb back and forth games? Besides, we hate it more than you do. I assure you, no dealership from Winchester, Virginia to Washington, D.C. will beat our price. No dealership from Cumberland to Baltimore, Maryland will beat our price. And no other dealership will allow you to return it if you don't want it. Hancock Chevrolet absolutely provides the best experience at the best price. Visit HancockChevy.com to schedule your VIP experience. Click on the vehicle you want, and your new ride will be delivered to you at no risk.
See dealer for details.
Did I bump something?
Welcome back to the Eagles Nest here at Hedgesville High School. We're ready for the JV match between Hedgesville and Musselman. The teams have taken the court. We are just about underway. We'll see who starts things out. For Hedgesville, looks like we'll have Madison Elliott, Alexis Branner, Ariana Walters, Bailey Marshall, Zoe Alwyn, all out on the court to start things out, and as well as Riley Lamb, and we'll see who Brianna Ryder takes the place of in the libero spot. For Musselman, it's Kisner, Shelton, Amelia Howard. We'll see Gracie Gans coming in here shortly. Amaya King, Reese Troxler, and Ashlyn Weatherholtz.
The last games we called, Martinsburg actually lost to Musselman, matching combined scores 25-21, 25-21. However, on Thursday we were at Jefferson. Hedgesville's JV team did struggle at Jefferson, losing 25-15, 25-23. I would be surprised if we see Sykes play a lot in the Jillian Sykes play a lot in the JV match, because obviously they're expecting a lot from her in the varsity match with Kylie Ann East out. So
looking down at the bench, I don't believe she's on the bench for the JV match. I believe she's just been called up in that case. And only have, looks like only 2 available players for Hedgesville's JV team. It's Addison Groves and I believe Ella Cogswell on the bench. Versus on the Musselman side, you can see it looks like probably seven deep on the bench.
Yeah, Hedgesville's really been plagued by the injury bug, so they've got a lot to work through. I'm sure they're still toying with different lineups and different things like that. And in the JV match on Thursday night, Jefferson brought it to him, and ultimately Jefferson served very well. Hedgesville just made more mistakes, obviously, in the loss. Be interesting to see tonight. We really need to focus on good first touches, aggressive serving, but good first serves, and then really making good passes and serve receive.
Hedgesville actually goes 3 deep on the bench, as we see. Brianna Ryder was standing up off the bench ready to check in, and it's number 11, Ariana Walters, that goes to the bench. So that's who they have available. As well on the other side, it means Musselman goes 8 deep on their JV bench. We'll start things out. The lefty, Maddie Shelton, will be first to serve. And some miscommunication between Lamb and Bailey Marshall, both going for it and actually kind of almost giving each other a fist bump. It looked like they both kind of collided hands. They're all right, though. But first point does go to Musselman. Shelton with another serve. Marshall will serve to Elliott. Left side for Musselman, it's King who sends it too far. Ryder lets it go. We're tied at 1.
Yeah, 1 apiece. Scoreboard doesn't reflect that yet, but definitely 1 apiece. Working on it. There we go.
There's Addison Groves checking in.
Great serve, but also a good pass by Troxler.
Weatherholt's on the left side, took the big swing. They'll go back to Elliott, and Elliott gets the kill. Madison Elliott makes it 2-1 Eagles. So Groves will send another one right at Troxler. And it'll have to be a free ball. And a tough play. Kisner's at the net for the Applemen to send it back over, and eventually it turns into 4 hits for the Eagles, and the Applemen knot it back up. So 2-2 will be a Maya King, and a last-second decision for Ryder to let that one go as she ducks under it. So a 3rd point up on the board for Hedgesville. Ryder will check out. Walters checks in. As we get the down official coming across, making sure the fans are off the court.
This free ball. Oh, nice swing. Good
Troxler.
swing by Troxler outside, yeah.
Down ball hit by Lamb that time. And it'll have to be a hit from way back. Free ball by King. And a tough serve. Elliott couldn't get that one across. So back at 3 apiece. Be Raylan Kisner serving now for the Applemen. Sends it right at Groves. Left side back to Lamb. Turns into a free ball. Troxler, tough approach. Has to kind of backhand it. It doesn't go over. The point goes to Hedgesville.
Yeah, both teams just a little bit slow to start. Just feels a little tentative.
Ella Cogswell checks in, and 5 at 5. Cogswell at King. King lets it go, but it's right there on the line. Called in, 5-3 Eagles. Cogswell again at King. Tough first contact. And the second hit from Troxler trying to save it ends up going into the net. Hedgesville pulls the lead to 3. 6-3.
Wow, good serving by Hedgesville to start.
And an attempt at a dump by Marshall does not succeed. Doesn't go over the net, so it's 6-4 now. Musselman gets the point.
Yeah, pass was real tight. You have two choices. Play the ball above the plane of the net, or you got to get real low and bring it out. She went for it. Good aggressive play.
Another Applemen lefty. Ashlyn Weatherholtz gets the ace.
A very aggressive serve by the left-hander. Good serve.
2 straight for the Applemen. Cuts the lead to 1. Weatherholtz sends another one, this time at Groves. Hit from the back. Cogswell couldn't get the contact on it. 6-6 now. Weatherholtz will go again. They'll blow it. Violation on Hedgesville.
I think it's on Marshall. Well, it's between Marshall and Walters. So Marshall's got to be closer to the sideline. She must have left early.
So now 7-6 Musselman. And Weatherholtz is going to get an ace as the first contact went and hit the roof, came back down.
And Ryder was just committed all out. I mean, she was going for it. Ryder had a really nice match against Jefferson.
8-6 Musselman. Another serve by Weatherholtz. Marshall's able to get a set on it, but it's a free ball. Musselman sends a free ball back.
It's
Tough
a free ball.
Contact. It'll be another one right back. Weatherholtz sets for Shelton. Left hand. Stays alive. Lamb. Troxler, another free ball. Marshall sets middle for Walters. Too much on it. And they'll say no contact. Hedgesville wanted the contact call, but they won't get it. It's 9-6 Applemen.
Yeah, good quick question asking for the touch. Did not get the call, therefore it is out.
Six straight points for the Applemen.
Well, Weatherholtz, she's just serving lights out.
Set by Weatherholtz for Shelton, and she drops it in the bucket.
Good spot by the lefty. Dropped it right into the soft spot in the defense.
7 in a row now. Number 10 serves at 10-6 at Lamb.
This is a free ball.
It's a short one.
Oh, good pass, good first touch. Oh, there's some hands.
Went for Troxler. Riley Lamb, early jump, still got it over. Troxler off the net. She gets the point. A kill for Reese Troxler. Bree Shirk checks in.
I'm surprised in this service room we didn't see a timeout. Didn't need it.
Works out in the end. Service error finally from Weatherholtz. The Eagles cut it to 11-7 now, ending the 8-point run by Musselman. Now Riley Lamb will serve. Weatherholtz setting up Shirk. And the contact goes backwards. Cogswell couldn't get the angle on it. Makes it 12-7. And we'll see Troxler serving now. Sends it over to the right side. Doesn't get to stay in. So right back. 2 straight serves for Applemen that go for errors. 12-8. It'll be Ryder serving for the Eagles. And the first contact from Gans goes backwards.
Right back to the center. That's a great play.
Weatherholtz will set up Shirk. And it's sent back. Point goes to the Eagles.
Good block. Good play at the net.
So at 12-9, Ryder will serve again.
Good deep serve.
Set up for Shirk again at the net. Two hands it over. A punch up. Marshall. And no communication on who was going to send over the free ball. It was Lamb and Ryder. Closest to it makes it 13-9. Olivia Orleana.
Oh my.
Gets it to ride the tape and drop. Puts the Applemen back up by 5. And she can't get that one to go over.
Serving off the wrong foot, something that she'll work on. She'll get that figured out. Just looks like she makes contact. The right foot's forward. As a right-hander, it should be the left.
Now Orlana will check out. 14-10. So Eagles trailing by 4 with Marshall serving. Free ball by Weatherholtz. Marshall sets middle. And that was for Branner. King comes up. Going back and forth. And a soft hit there by Alwyn. As we go again. Alwyn again dives on it. Elliott tries to send it over. Shirk.
Good swing up the line.
Over the top. Hedgesville got sucked in closer to the net. Had a lot of area back before the back line to dump it in. Shirk's able to do so. It's 15-10. Shirk is the one next to serve as well. And
good play by Marshall. Marshall takes a step towards the line, realizes it's out, opens up, lets it go. Good decision making. But she didn't stand still and watch and guess.
That one hooked to the left. Addison Groves will serve at 15-11.
Oh, perfect pass. Great serve, perfect pass.
King over with two hands. Riley Lamb has to send a free ball. Set up. Weatherholtz, too much on it. 2 in a row for the Eagles, cuts the lead to 3. Rose line drive. Overpass by Musselman. They keep it alive though. Troxler down ball again, too much. Out past the back line again. The Eagles' deficit is only 2 now.
Yeah, no approach for Troxler, so she's really got to snap, and follow through.
Set up at the net. They'll go Weatherholtz on the left side. Mistake by Groves. Set by Shelton for Kisner in the middle. It doesn't go. Never went over the net. 4 in a row now for the Eagles. 15-14. Weatherholtz lines.
Oh, that's
in.
a kill. My goodness. Great swing. Yeah, great swing. Good pass, good set, good swing.
Ashlyn Weatherholtz able to end the run. Biggest run for the Eagles so far at 4 points. 16-14. Applemen were able to get 8 in a row to go from down 6-3 to up 11-6. Down ball by Lamb. Shelton with the set. It turns into a free ball. We'll go Elliott down ball. Weatherholtz left side tries to get another one. Nice.
Yeah, Weatherholtz is feeling it. Not only at the end line, but she is swinging great on both sides. Whether or not she's left side or right side, she's just making great contact. King needs to get a serve here.
Another kill by Weatherholtz puts Musselman back up by 3.
She gets it.
Ends up a free ball. Shelton sets for Troxler. Big swing.
Good pass. Good set. Here. Oh, just a little low.
Backline hit by Shelton. Right at Ryder. Another set for Troxler. And off the hands of Groves. That was a tough angle for Troxler, but I think she was going to drop it in there. Groves had to go for it, and there's a timeout at 18-14 for the Eagles. We'll take the timeout with them for 30 seconds. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV 10, WRNR TV on YouTube.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
18-14 here in set 1 of junior varsity volleyball between Musselman and Hedgesville. It's been some runs here and there by the Applemen. The Hedgesville Eagles have tried to get back their lead that they had very early on in the set, but they haven't quite been able to.
Yeah, 7-7 since the 8-0 run by Weatherholtz. Off the side out, it was 11-7, so 7-7 run. Just running out of time, needed to use that timeout, and it did not work, unfortunately. Hedgesville's got to side out here now.
Maya King gets the ace, just barely nicking the tape.
Yeah, she served 2 in a row after missing her first attempt time before, so 5-point lead with 6 to go.
McKinley Ross will check in for the first time for the Applemen at 19-14, and King will continue to serve. Once we get the whistle ready for play, which now we do. King sends that one. Marshall sets up for Lamb. In the middle, it's Kisner.
Got to go.
You're tough.
All right, good effort.
2 contacts off the initial hit by Kisner. Left a tough situation for Ryder. Couldn't get it over. It's 2014.
Yeah, Hedgesville's in a hole now, big hole.
King serves. Appleman up by 6 with just 5 points to go. Elliott off the block. Shelton from the 10 line.
Oh, good swing up the line. Really threw her hips through it. Nice job.
Lamb floats that one over.
Perfect pass. Got to use it.
And out it goes from Kisner.
Yeah, Kisner with a great reach swing. Just kind of over pursued a little bit. She keeps the ball a little bit more in front of her. But still, very good execution from both sides. A great pass, great set, good attempt, just didn't execute.
Back to a 5-point lead for the Applemen. Alexis Branner serves, and another miscommunication, this time on the Applemen side.
Yeah, Skidmore's got to keep her eyes on the ball at all times, and certainly no reason to panic and swing one arm.
And this time, Branner's serve goes into the net.
5-point lead with 4 to go. So statistically, we're in that bad position when you're closer to the finish of the set, and than you are in the lead, and it's a tough situation.
And bad for Hedgesville, but good for Musselman as they'll serve again. It's Kisner, and she gets an ace.
Yeah, that was a really nice serve. Very hard angle. Ball dropped quick. Low, flat, hard. Good swing.
22-16. Brown and Ryder dove for it. Couldn't get under it. Avery Jackson, Addison Skidmore, seen some of their first action. Kisner sends another one, this time too much on it. Groves lets it go. Back down to 5. Hedgesville's up to 17 points on the set now. We'll go back around to Cogswell to serve. Standing serve and ace.
Yeah, what a great serve. Well, she picked her spot and hit right between the 1, 2, and 3.
So it leads back down to 4. It was Ross and Gans that were there.
Troxler's back in. Ross is out. Man, Troxler is very short there at the 5.
Cogswell sends it to the other side. Free ball just nicks off the tape and gets over. Lamb. Musselman sends another free ball.
Hedgesville has to use this.
That's a tough play. Tipped off the hands at the net of Amelia Howard.
Yeah, Walters gets credit for a kill on the tip.
22-19.
Tough time for not a good pass. Results in a free ball. Hedgesville's working this lineup really good right now.
Lamb left side. Goes past the back line and out.
Yeah, I was looking for the touch. Didn't see it.
I thought maybe it was too.
Yeah, I was looking.
But point goes to the Applemen, 23-19.
Oh, Skidmore with a knuckleball. Good pass. Really good pass by Hedgesville.
And another miscommunication from Musselman. Skidmore getting out of the way.
Yeah, Walters just picked her spot and kind of threw the ball right into the opening.
I think Skidmore thought that Gans was going to come up for it. But she didn't, and it fell right into the middle in no man's land. 23-20.
A little tight.
Troxler.
Good adjustment by Troxler.
Over left side, miss hit by Alwyn.
Yeah, definitely a miss hit. I'm not sure that resulted in a block. I'm not sure if Alwyn got that across the net into the plane of net. Didn't see a touch.
Set point at 24-20. We will get the second timeout from Hedgesville. We'll take it with them. 24-20 for a 30-second break. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Set point here in the opening set for the JV match between Musselman and Hedgesville. The Applemen will serve. It'll be Reese Troxler at 24-20, trying to win the set for Musselman. Ryder sends a free ball for Hedgesville. Maddie Shelton off the block.
Great pass by Ryder. Alwyn with a good swing.
They'll go to King, left side, doesn't get it over the net.
King can't get there quick enough on the low set to roll it over. She tried to roll it.
Hedgesville stays alive in this first set.
Musselman still has not used a timeout, so she has both. Coach Gray has both timeouts.
24-21, it's the libero, Brianna Ryder.
Yeah, and Ryder played really well against Jefferson. She's a good server, consistent.
And it's Maddie Shelton.
Doesn't matter.
Putting the finesse on it, drops it into the middle. That's set point. 25-21 goes the opening set between the JV Applemen and Eagles. We'll take a 1-minute break. We'll be back for set number 2. The Applemen will try to close it out. The Eagles will try to send it to a third and decisive set. The EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
WVU Medicine is pleased to introduce 9 new providers who've joined University Health Associates East and our medical staffs at Berkeley Medical Center and Jefferson Medical Center. Dr. Tori Ruth, Orthopedics Trauma. Nurse Practitioner Lisa Bronwell, Pediatrics. Dr. Nicole Watley, General Surgery. Dr. Sanjay Dabas, Anesthesia. Dr. Saida Fatima Nakeev, Pulmonary Critical Care. Dr. John Mason, Psychiatry. Dr. Jamie Wint, Family Medicine. And Certified Registered Nurse Anesthetist Nicole Ludwig and John Zamansky. Welcome to WVU Medicine.
Welcome back to Hedgesville High School. 1 set down, perhaps 1 to go or 2 to go. Depends on what Hedgesville has to say here in this second set. As the Musselman Applemen take the first set 25-21 here in the JV match. As we get ready for the regional championship rematch from last year in the varsity matchup later on. Following this matchup, about 20 minutes after. But, as we stand, Musselman up 1-0 in JV. It looks like we're getting a little bit of a lineup change. We'll see how it plays out. Some adjustment by Hedgesville.
Well, Weatherholtz was dominant in the first set. I mean, not only did she go on the 8-0 service run, she had 2 high-quality passes on the front row. And by passes, what I mean is throughout each of the rotations, she was effective hitting both on the left side and the right side. And ultimately, I think her presence in that set was the difference. Maya King also came in and served well her second time across the back row. So serving well, making effective use of your first pass. I think those are the keys here in the second set.
Coach Gray talking to King and Trossler out on the court as the countdown clock winds down to 0 just now. We'll get ready for set number 2.
Well, I don't see R2, so we can't start the second set without the second official.
That's a good point. Teams are out on the court. Yeah, it looks like our other officials disappeared off to somewhere. That's what I figured.
Sound the buzzer.
Coming from the direction of the bathroom. That's where I assumed he'd be coming back from. So Musselman will send out Kisner, King, Shelton, Troxler, Orlana, and Weatherholtz. And it'll be Gantz ready to sub out Weatherholtz. Or no, she'll actually switch it up on us. It's Orlana. Looks like Hedgesville will start off with Branner, Elliott, and Lamb up in the front. Ryder will come in for Walters and join Marshall and Groves. And it will be Groves that starts off the second set serving. Addison Groves, number 1, sends it across. The sophomore.
Good serve, good pass.
And the first hit across is a kill for Maddie Shelton. Gets it off the net.
It kind of rolls down the tape, and Elliott just can't release to make the play.
One nothing Applemen, and now Shelton back serving, sends it too far, so we'll go right back 1-1, just like we opened up the first set.
Yeah, we watched Shelton last week against Martinsburg in the varsity match get a number of service opportunities, so she definitely wants to put those in play to keep that time at the varsity level as well. Oh, nice swing by Kinsler with a real tough set. King was way off the net, set it way back, tough angle, great timing, good swing. results in a kill and 2-1 Musselman.
Amaya King now serving for the Applemen. First hit by Ryder. Tough. Goes backwards. Groves couldn't get to it to recover. That makes it an ace for Maya King. 3-1 Applemen. King again at Groves. Pops up in the air.
Yeah, hard flat ball.
Lamb gets it across though. Troxler.
Another miss hit off the tape.
It worked out though. Ends up a kill. Number 4 makes it 4-1 for Musselman. King gets the serve again at Groves. Lamb on the left side, right at Gans. They'll go middle for Kisner, and she just couldn't send it over. Hedgesville gets their second point. Elliott checks out. Cogswell is in, and it'll be number 5, Ella Cogswell, serving. And she serves it too far. So 5 up on the board now for the Applemen. Orlana comes back in. Gans checks out. And it'll be Kisner now with the serve, and it ticks off the net again. The tape has really been in the favor of Musselman so far. 6-2. Kisner will recover. She accidentally bounced it off her foot. So go and chase it down. Now she'll serve. And it ticks off the net again. This time Hedgesville's able to do something with it.
Yeah, good down ball by Walters.
Weatherholtz off the block. And that's going to end up falling, bouncing over the end of the Hedgesville bench, the empty side. It's another point for Musselman, 7-2. Much quicker start for the Applemen this set. They got down 6-3 in set number 1 before an 8-0 run.
Oh my, what a very aggressive serve.
Ends up a deep free ball by Ryder, too deep, as Elena Cameron lets it go.
Yeah, nice job by Cameron. She chased it all the way to the corner. It's good court awareness. You can stand and guess and not know, but if you chase it all the way to the line, then you know for certain.
8-2.
My goodness.
And make it 9.
Yeah, another. If I'm Hedgesville, I'm calling timeout. That is just a very aggressive, hard serve.
Don't get the timeout. We do see Coach stepping up further onto the court to give some coaching tips at least.
Yeah.
9-2. Kisner will go again, and this time
didn't need the timeout.
Into the net.
She's smarter than me.
9-3.
Risk versus reward. Serving as hard as you can, putting the ball in play 85% of the time, generally results in a higher service to point ratio. There's an ace.
Right back. Eagles get an ace from Riley Lamb. Cuts the lead down to 5. Lamb one more time, sends it against. Tough
Trouble.
First contact, and Orlana, I believe, kind of tried to make an adjustment and couldn't get around to the ball.
Yeah, you coach that there are specific players who take the second hit, and you communicate through it. In that case, the ball was drilled right at her on the shank.
So it's 9-5 now. Weatherholtz go. Alwyn can't get it over the net.
Alwyn just didn't extend. She kept that elbow down like she wanted to roll it, but you got to get that hand behind your head and your elbow up, even with the roll.
So Applemen doubling up, 10-5 right now.
Weatherholtz just playing real well. That was, a deep, aggressive serve.
Troxler at the 10 line. Alwyn will get across a free ball this time. Weatherholtz set it up.
Troxler
Quick. And
quick. And so they ran the shoot outside, which is in between a quick and that high 5 ball out way high and out. Timing just a little bit off.
Ryder will serve for Hedgesville at 10-6. Gantz, I think, wanted to let that one go.
Yeah, indecision. I would agree with you there. I think there was some indecision. I thought I heard someone call out, maybe the bench, or I'm not certain. But so she was going to play it. She had opened up, and then I think maybe changed her mind. She hedged a little.
Another one from Ryder after the ace at 10-7.
Oh, no block. Alwyn gets a good swing.
The middle, Orlana puts it up.
Oh, and there's a net violation. We'll see who it's on.
It's on
like
Hedgesville.
It's 4, yeah, but we're looking at, looks like Branner was the call. According to R2 being the second official, the down official. Got R1 up on the chair, R2 standing on the floor. R2 typically watches the defense, R1 watches the offense.
11-7. And diving at his Gantz, but it goes out.
Ball's called out. We don't have a touch call.
Yep. Gantz dove trying to make contact, but didn't, and lucked out as a result. 12-7 Applemen. And it's Reese Troxler.
Alwyn does that, drop the elbow. When it looks like when she wants to roll, it's almost like she doesn't want to swing away because she's not confident with the set. She drops her elbow and then doesn't make good contact. I mean, I used to talk to my kids, like, if you're going to drop the elbow and hit it into the net, why not reach way up high and swing away? What's the difference?
Well, after that miss hit, it's an ace by Troxler. 14-7. Musselman now leading Hedgesville. Trying to close out JV 2-0. Troxler kicking some sort of debris off the court.
Yeah, Troxler, Kisner, and Weatherholtz had just a really good match here so far in the early going. More than halfway through the second set.
King, 2 hands, puts it over, a lot of air. Branner up at the net, gets it to fall. Applemen thought that one was going to get out, but it just snuck in. So the Eagles cut the lead to 6. They'll try to go on a run. This time it'll be Bailey Marshall. And that's an overpass by Musselman. They get it.
All right, need help.
Figure it out.
There's a free ball. That's a good play. There's nothing wrong there.
Ryder and Branner were kind of running into each other, but it worked out in the end. They recovered. Elliott's down ball hits off of the hand of Weatherholtz, and it's a point for Hedgesville. Two in a row's gotten it back down to a 5-point deficit. And King, her attempt to get it over doesn't go. 14-10. 3 straight now for Hedgesville. Marshall will end that run with a service error.
Yeah, it's hard to claw back in when you almost have the unforced error. Again, you want to serve as hard as you can to make it 85% of the time, but there's still situations in which you've got to get the ball in play, give your defense a chance to score for you.
Ryder receives that serve. They'll go Elliott on the left side.
Yeah, Orlana with a good serve.
King this time gets it over the top. One-handed kind of a punch over. Finds just in front of the back line for a kill.
Yeah, she came in with her hand up, and usually that suggests that there's going to be a tip. So I certainly understand why Ryder released to play the short tip, and King ended up giving you some kind of a punch. Orlon again with a good serve.
Elliott sends the free ball. Weatherholt.
Tight.
Kisner just wasn't really ready for that one in the middle. 16-11 now.
Yeah, she kind of got picked a little bit. So then the set being low, she has to accelerate, and the timing is just off. I mean, I used to say there's no such thing as a bad set. It's unless the referee blows the whistle. It's the hitter's responsibility to get there. But in that case, kind of tough for the hitter to get there.
Free ball by Musselman. Marshall for Elliott on the right side this time. Up at the net, Kisner ready for this one. Kind of backhands it over.
Yeah, they kind of need to work out, their placement and where they're taking their approach. What's the spot?
Works out, though. 17-11. Shirk will come on. Weatherholtz will come off. There's a serve by Skidmore.
Yeah, great serve by Skidmore.
Off block, tough play. There's a point for Hedgesville.
Good swing by Hedgesville. By off block, we mean the attack went off of the blockers. Skidmore had to play it. Oh, perfect pass by King. Good serve, good pass.
Too much on it.
It was a lower set, and that's one of those situations where Shirk's got to accelerate, come quicker to the net, and she's got to swing and follow through, and she kind of hit it flat. Nope, not as much follow through. The ball sailed.
17-13. Be Branner.
Yeah, another good serve by Branner, but a good pass. Musselman just playing good first contacts.
Elliott. Down ball. Skidmore. That's
off block. Good play by
Falls.
My goodness, Kisner just went up and got it. Finds the open spot, catches Lamb.
Musselman gets themselves back up to a 5-point lead. See Ross and Troxler checking in.
Yeah, two subs on serve sometimes can be difficult. So King's really got to concentrate, make a good toss, and I would focus on getting this first ball into play.
Avery Jackson with a quick in and out for the Musselman that time. King, line drives it.
Wow, good serve, very aggressive, good pass.
Lamb
with a big swing.
Skidmore will set up Troxler. Big approach. Hedgesville able to handle it. Lamb off the block.
Both teams playing very well. Good defense, good adjustments.
And there's a back set by Musselman to Shirk. After 3 hits, it falls to the floor. Hedgesville can't get it over. 19-13 now. And this time King sends it into the net.
So it's 19-14, 5-point lead with 6 to go. Hedgesville really got to concentrate on getting a couple here. Cogswell's back to serve. Oh, my. Yep, see, you just can't claw your way out of it when you're down 5. Now you're down 6, 20-14.
You just have to play so well.
Yeah, and Musselman's closer to the win now. 6-point lead with 5 to go. That means statistically it's very difficult for Hedgesville. They've got to play perfect. They can't trade points. They have to outscore 2-1 now.
McKinley Ross
off net.
Another one off the tape.
Play. If I'm Hedgesville, I call timeout. And there it is.
There it is. 21-14. Musselman leads. We'll take this timeout with them. EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. We'll be back after a 30-second break.
W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions.
Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at whmsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
21-14. The JV Musselman Applemen are just 4 points away from closing out a straight set victory over the JV Eagles of Hedgesville. 25-21 with the first set. Slower start from the Applemen in that one, and the Eagles, miscommunication. No one ends up with the third hit over for the free ball. It's a point for the Applemen, 22-14. McKinley Ross will continue to serve for Musselman. Lamb tight up close to the net, gets it over though. Troxler with a tough play of her own. Tight angle up by the antenna, not able to send it over the net. 22-15.
7-point lead, 3 to go. Hedgesville almost has to score, I mean, almost 4 or 5 here to keep it within reach. I mean, technically they don't have to, but ideally with a 4 or 5 point run.
Very little room for error. And there's an error on the Musselman side. That's 1 point down to try to make this comeback, 22-16.
Yeah, the hardest set for a hitter to adjust to is low and tight. I mean, they have to accelerate to get there, but then when it's tight, you don't have room.
Troxler blocked, but stays on Hedgesville's side.
Alwyn with the free ball. Perfect pass.
Go
Orlana's just a little early, but man, what a great play by Orlana. Nice reach. Another free ball, Alwyn.
Set up, it's Shirk. She gets it. Right into the middle, floated it in.
Yep, Walters in the net for Hedgesville. See, I would be the generous statistician. I would give the kill. Timeout, Hedgesville.
23-16. We'll keep it here through this timeout, as Musselman is just 2 points away from a straight sets JV victory. Hedgesville needs 7 in a row to get it back to even, and they can only give up 1 more point before that comeback. We'll try to make it at best, whoever gets a win by 2 situation, if we both get to 24-24. That's a lot of work for Hedgesville to have to do, Jim.
Very, very difficult. I mean, playing perfect for, 8-9 points in a row. I mean, aside from Weatherholtz with her 8-point service run, and all 8 points gets them right now is, well, I guess if they side out, then an 8-point service run gets them the set. But again, how difficult, how often do we see that? Not often. Right now, Hedgesville just needs to focus on a good first pass. Get the first pass, our odds increase exponentially towards getting the kill.
Marie Shirk will serve, try to get the Applemen to set point.
Deep serve, very deep serve. Good play, good pass. And in a tough set, and it doesn't cross. And this is it, set point. Well, actually, we've got about 9 set points here.
24-16. Alwyn just at that angle couldn't get it over the net.
Yeah, Shirk could be aggressive here.
There's the whistle. And there's the serve.
Wow, deep 5.
Ryder comes up for the free ball.
Perfect pass, good set.
Orlana blocked.
What's the call? There's a whistle. Oh, and an inadvertent whistle. So wow. Shirk's going to have to serve again.
No point. The ball was blocked by Hedgesville.
Yeah,
up on the net.
The ball held on the tape, and I've seen that before where it's actually called a prolonged contact, but
that might have been his initial fault and then changed his mind. Another serve by Shirk. Alwyn pushes it over.
At the last second, changes her mind, goes up with two hands, and sets the ball across the line and finds the setter's base.
17 now up on the board for the Eagles. Looks like
Cameron's coming in.
Looks like Ariana Walters may have lost a contact or had it come out at least.
What? Oh, no.
She just ran to the locker room off the court. Looked like she was potentially holding a contact in her hand, the way that she was touching her eye and running to the back.
All right, well, here we go. Set point, it has to be 9 perfect. An 8-0 run does not end a set. An 8-0 run with a side out would leave the set tied.
Wouldn't be the first lost contact for Hedgesville this past week. Apparently that happened to their quarterback this past week in the first half.
Oh, no. Oh, no. My goodness, Ryder's way back there. Good serve, aggressive serve. There's your ace. Well, there you go. Shoot, that's one.
24-18. The ace by Brianna Ryder. Libero trying her hardest to keep this set alive, keep this match alive, so they can try to get it to set number 3. But it's a steep hill to climb.
Another good serve by Ryder, but a good pass. Skidmore gets the swing off the antenna. That's out. Another point for Hedgesville.
24-19. Five in a row, and it becomes win by 2. Ryder.
Another flat, good hard serve, but a good pass.
Touched over by Howard.
Oh, no.
Free ball, shallow free ball.
Very shallow free ball, and now Orlana's in trouble. All right, everybody's got to settle down, run the offense, need a swing. And Alwyn hits it out, and that's the set.
Pushed it too far to the left. Went out the side. 25-19 goes set number 2 after set 1 goes 25-21. Straight sets victory for the JV Applemen. As they'll throw the 20 minutes up on the clock. And start it very shortly, getting ready for the varsity match between the Applemen and the Eagles. But before that, we will take a 6-minute break. There's a little bit of extra time to get things set up and ready for this regional championship rematch in varsity action between the Hedgesville Eagles and the Musselman Applemen. After this 6-minute break, myself, Dylan Bishop, and Jim Klein will be back with you to break things down between the Applemen and the Eagles. We got a 6-minute break, and we will be back. It's EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
Hello?
We're here again 3 times in the past 2 days.
You're where?
Bechtel Jewelers. Look.
Can Mom hear you?
No, she's in a diamond coma. Get her the pendant, or I will.
Hey, that's my credit card.
What? Can't hear you, Dad. You're breaking up.
It's going to take more than a crying baby to wake her out of this diamond coma. You're going to need a mega dose of jewelry from Bechtel Jewelers.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg. Remember when you were a little kid and saw your first deer?
Oh, how cute.
As an adult, maybe you've had a different experience.
Where'd that come from?
Bambi mess up your dream machine? Call Cody's Auto Body today at 304-901-4777 and get the work done right the first time. Cody's Auto Body, 851 Wilston Street in Martinsburg, has a team of auto body professionals with a lifetime of experience putting your ride back together again, regardless of how it got that way. Cody's Auto Body.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
This is Eric at Hancock Chevrolet. Over the last decade, the way we buy things have evolved. Now, you get on your phone, click Want It, and it shows up at your front door. At Hancock Chevrolet, it is that easy. We've changed the car buying experience on the I-81 corridor forever. And with a return policy better than Walmart, there's absolutely no reason to buy a new or used car, truck, or SUV anywhere else. Just like Amazon, Hancock Chevrolet will deliver the vehicle to you, where you are, and on your time. And if you don't want it, return it. No questions asked. Why waste your time in a car dealership playing the dumb back and forth games? Besides, we hate it more than you do. I assure you, no dealership from Winchester, Virginia to Washington, D.C. will beat our price. No dealership from Cumberland to Baltimore, Maryland will beat our price. And no other dealership will allow you to return it if you don't want it. Hancock Chevrolet absolutely provides the best experience at the best price. Visit HancockChevy.com to schedule your VIP experience. Click on the vehicle you want, and your new ride will be delivered to you at no risk.
See dealer for details.
Remember when you were a little kid and saw your first deer?
Oh, how cute.
As an adult, maybe you've had a different experience.
Where'd that come from?
Bambi mess up your dream machine? Call Cody's Auto Body today at 304-901-4777 and get the work done right the first time. Cody's Auto Body, 851 Wilston Street in Martinsburg, has a team of auto body professionals with a lifetime of experience putting your ride back together again, regardless of how it got that way. Cody's Auto Body.
One of the questions lawyers get asked the most is, what is my case worth?
I'm Steven Skinner, and this is my brother Andrew with Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers.
The truth is, it's very difficult for a lawyer to pinpoint a number because every case is different.
We get to know each situation and we'll give you an idea of what your case is worth and why.
The sooner we get involved, the better we can do getting you the compensation you deserve.
Google Skinner Lawyers or go to skinnerwins.com. We'll treat you like family.
At Carter Myers Automotive, what we do today will tomorrow become what we've done. That's why owners just do more no longer defines us. Our work is never done because what we live by doesn't have a finish line. We care. Our company of owners is moving lives forward every day by finding more ways to care before, during, and after your purchase. Because when you're happy, so are we. Carter Myers Automotive. Proud to be the owners who just care more.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How can I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm John Everson, Private Wealth Advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
This is Eric at Hagerstown Ford. Over the last decade, the way we buy things have evolved. Now, you get on your phone, click Want It, and it shows up at your front door. At Hagerstown Ford, it is that convenient. We've changed the car buying experience on the I-81 corridor forever. And with a return policy better than Walmart, there's absolutely no reason to buy a new or used car, truck, or SUV anywhere else. Just like Amazon, Hagerstown Ford will deliver the vehicle to you, where you are, and on your time. And if you don't want it, return it. No questions asked. Why waste your time at a car dealership playing the dumb back and forth games? Besides, we hate it more than you do. I assure you, no dealership from Winchester, Virginia to Washington, D.C. will beat our price. No dealership from Chambersburg, Pennsylvania to Baltimore, Maryland will beat our price. And no other dealership will allow you to return it if you don't want it. Hagerstown Ford absolutely provides the best experience at the best price. Visit HagerstownFord.com to schedule your VIP experience. Click on the vehicle you want and get your new ride delivered to you at no risk.
See dealer for details.
Warm-ups ending here for the JV match between the Eagles and the Applemen, the defending regional champions in the region here, the Hedgesville Eagles, but the defending state champions, the Musselman Applemen. Dylan Bishop and Jim Klein with you for TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Jim, I think we're in for an interesting matchup here tonight, as a lot of times we are between these two, the top two teams in the EPAC.
Yeah, and the beauty of the EPAC is that the talent is just so great. I mean, when you look down the standings and you identify, in your AAA high school volleyball rankings, Musselman currently ranks 2nd, Hedgesville 6th. But you don't have to go very far to find Spring Mills at 9th, Martinsburg 19th, Jefferson 21, Washington 29. Musselman and Hedgesville have seemed to pull away from the pack just a little bit. So this should be a good match. Lots of dynamic players. Both teams rely very heavily on making a good first contact to work in system. And their working in system, their attacks are some of the best in the state, and that's what we would expect to see here this evening. Lots of big swings, big hits, based on being able to run the full complement of offense.
And last time these two faced, it was that regional championship in which Hedgesville was able to take a 5-set victory over the Applemen. But as you mentioned in pregame for the JV match, that was a matchup where both teams were already set to go to the state championship. It was just kind of, played out to see who was going to be the regional champion, who was going to be the 2nd seed. They were both going to go. Obviously, if you were to ask Coach Martz whether it mattered which seed they got, whether they got the regional championship, it probably wouldn't matter. He'd say, all that matters is we got to the state championship, and then we go from there. And we'll hear from Coach Martz in the second segment of our pregame, as well as Coach Allison Whitford. But I don't know if they'll admit it, but I think there is extra motivation on the Musselman side, considering the last time that these two teams played, Hedgesville got the win. They were able to say they were regional champions. At the same time, Hedgesville, you do have the fact that Musselman has 9 state championships to their 1, and they want to be able to stake their claim as the number 1 team in the state, or at least in the EPAC as well.
Yeah, both teams rely a lot on a couple players to maintain possession. Musselman, I think, has more of an ability to terminate play with a kill. Ada McCoy leads Musselman with 273 kills, whereas Hedgesville, Gracie Brown leads the team with 179 kills. When you look at the blocking situation, Ada McCoy, statistically, according to Max Preps, leads Musselman with 14 blocks. Parker Sutherland, focusing on that defense by Hedgesville, leads the team with 55 blocks. Service aces, Ashley Fox at 49, Gianna Ware for Hedgesville at 30. Diggs, Ava Dunnigan just passed within the last 2 weeks 1,000 career digs. She's at 319. Alexis Smith for Hedgesville at 153 assists. Kendall Watcher, 327 assists. Addison Sykes at 152. Keep in mind that Hedgesville is not dressing one of its setters this evening. and Kylie Ann East. And server receives, Ava Dunnigan leads Musselman at 273, Gracie Brown at 243. So what we're talking is Gracie Brown is going to get a lot of touches. More often than not, she's getting the first touch, and then she is also leading the team in kills, so she's going to get a lot of third touches with the opportunity to terminate play.
We'll go ahead. We'll take our 2-minute break here, one of our 2-minute breaks. When we come back, we'll get you our coaches' interviews, and then after that, we'll continue to break down this matchup between Musselman and Hedgesville. Again, another 2-minute break. When we come back, we'll have more coverage of EPAC volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
Mommy, where does flavor come from?
Well, when people love food, they cook it on a Traeger grill. Meat, corn, even pie. And then the Traeger does the rest, which brings everyone to celebrate this beautiful thing that they've created. Because when you share delicious food with your friends, that's the flavor of life.
Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
The Honda HR-V, CR-V, Pilot, Passport, and Ridgeline. They all have one thing in common. They never back off from a challenge. Available with all-wheel drive, the Honda SUV lineup has the performance you can count on and the capability to amaze. It's no wonder Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com named Honda the 2022 Best Value Brand.
CMA's Honda of Winchester, 3985 Valley Pike. CMA, moving lives forward.
Based on 2022 brand image awards from Kelley Blue Book, visit KBB.com for more information.
Back here awaiting the start of the Musselman and Hedgesville varsity volleyball match. First time they faced off since last year's regional championship match. We'll get you pregame interviews that we had with both coaches, starting with the head coach of the Hedgesville Eagles, Allison Whitford, and then Musselman Applemen head coach Sean Martz. All right, here with head coach of the Hedgesville Eagles, Allison Whitford. Coach, you guys got a 4-set victory against Jefferson on Thursday. Hitting about the halfway point of the season here. How do you feel about where your team stands so far right now?
Yeah, I would love to be able to say, we have our whole team, but we don't. So we're missing 3 people right now. So it's really hard for us to, just kind of gel and get some, continuity. I don't know. We are struggling. We are just falling apart with injuries. And then some people are just, coming and they're playing the position that I asked them to do, and we're doing great. We're doing great with the adversity. But I would love for us to be able to get all, 14 of our girls healthy and able to just compete all together at some point.
What have been the main adjustments that you've had to make due to those injuries?
So our setter, Kylie Ann East, she went down with a concussion early in September, so we definitely had to adjust with that. Setter obviously is an important position, touches the ball every time. So we had to pull Jillian Sykes up from JV, and she's been with us since, and she's done a really good job. She's done everything that we've asked her to do. And then also Lexi Winston, she is a middle/opposite. She's one of our hitters. We throw her wherever. So it's been interesting to kind of find 2 middles and 2 opposites to kind of replace that, because we do have very versatile players that we can throw around in there, but yeah, we just kind of been rolling with the punches.
So coming into the night against Musselman, the two of you are definitely seen as the 2 top teams here in the area, and definitely 2 of the top
programs in the state. Would you say there are any unique challenges that come with having such high expectations, or a program that's always seen as needs to be at that top level, or is at least expected to be?
I think, no matter what team, everybody's going to come, ready to play you every single night, because you are looked at as one of the better teams, and so they're ready. And those are the fun games when you have two good, competitors playing against each other, like tonight. Like this is always a good matchup. No matter who wins, we know that there's going to be some strong sets of good, just competitive volleyball. So we're excited.
Musselman coming in state champions defending, but you guys were able to beat them the regional championship. Does your team use the victories they've been able to get, and sometimes maybe this view that others might have that they are seen as the ones that are expected to be the state champions? Do you think your team uses that as extra motivation?
I don't really think so. I think it's just a new year. So our team last year was very different, and their team last year was very different. They have a good program, obviously, so they have people just kind of sliding into positions, just like we did. We had a lot of freshmen playing our starting positions last year, and now they're sophomores. We have even more sophomores playing. I think we have like 6 or 7 that are in our starting rotation, sophomores. So I think it's a new year, new team, but I think it's same standards. They expect to play for a state championship, and we expect to play for a state championship, so that doesn't change.
All right, and tonight against the Applemen, what would you say is the key to getting a victory here tonight, or at least playing as well as you can?
Yep, I think we have to serve and pass. We have to make sure that we are staying in system, and we have to try to get them a little bit out of system. I mean, Ada McCoy, she's going to get kills. She's strong, but we got to make sure that we limit her there and just kind of try to keep them out of system as much as possible.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Here with head coach of the Musselman Applemen, Sean Martz. Coach, you guys had a tournament this past Saturday, 4-set victory against Martinsburg last week that we saw on TV 10. How are you feeling about how your team's been playing lately over the last week as we get into about the halfway point of the season?
Well, we're at the grueling part of our season. We had like 4 weekend trips in a row, so we had a little bit of a slump there in mid last week, and then the week tournament before last. But I really thought we came out of it this weekend. We competed really hard all day. We were in the gym for like 12 hours up in Pennsylvania on Saturday. We ended up finishing third, lost in the semifinals to the team that ended up winning the tournament, and they were really strong teams. And we were point for point. I think we lost in the third set like 15-12 or something like that. So I felt really good about the way we competed and played on Saturday. So hopefully that'll carry over to tonight.
Tonight we've got what we would say top 2 teams in the area, 2 of the top teams in the state. That being said, would you say that there's any unique challenges that come with having a program that is expected to have so much success as, when it comes to the expectations, or how teams might have some extra motivation coming into when they play you?
Well, I think if you let it, there's always that pressure since, we've always got the target on our back, and we know we're always going to get everybody's best effort. That's kind of why we don't really focus so much on the results. We kind of just want to go out there and compete hard and focus on the process instead of the outcome, and we think the score will take care of itself in most cases.
So obviously you guys are the defending state champions, although Hedgesville was able to beat you in the regional championship last year. Do you think that your team, that was the last time you played Hedgesville, do you think your team is going to be using that as any sort of extra motivation tonight?
No, last time I checked, we won the state championship last year. So, and we're not looking back at last year. It's a new year, new team. They have a new team. That's old history. We're just trying to get better and be the best we can tonight.
When it comes to this Hedgesville team this year, obviously they've had some injuries along the way. What have you seen from Hedgesville so far this year when it comes into tonight's game plan?
Well, obviously, everybody knows Elaine Harper is out for the season. She's a great player. I feel really bad for her. It's a shame. We hope she comes back strong next year. Certainly, anytime you lose your best player, you're going to be a diminished team. But they had, they've had, a month and a half to try to figure it out without her. So we'll see. We saw them a little bit down in Virginia Beach because they were in the pool right beside us. So we haven't played them yet. We know they got a lot of size. We know they still got some skilled players. So, it'll be a challenge for us tonight.
All right, lastly, what would you say is the key to getting the win tonight?
We just want to focus a little bit more on being proactive instead of reactive. We want to kind of dictate the pace and dictate, with our serves and not let their serves kind of get on us quick. We want to get ahead of their serves and serve receive. And I think if we get our serves going and we serve receive just adequately, I think it will be a pretty good night for us.
All right, Coach. Good luck tonight. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks again to Coach Martz and Coach Whitford. We'll take one last 2-minute break. When we come back, we'll get you to the team's rosters for tonight before we get things started. This EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
One of the questions lawyers get asked the most is, what is my case worth?
I'm Steven Skinner, and this is my brother Andrew with Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers.
The truth is, it's very difficult for a lawyer to pinpoint a number because every case is different.
We get to know each situation and we'll give you an idea of what your case is worth and why.
The sooner we get involved, the better we can do getting you the compensation you deserve.
Google Skinner Lawyers or go to skinnerwins.com. We'll treat you like family.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%. Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
WVU Medicine is pleased to introduce 8 new providers who've joined University Health Associates East and our medical staffs at Berkeley Medical Center and Jefferson Medical Center. Physician's Assistant Casey Wiebel, Emergency Medicine, Dr. Mark Seymour, Anesthesia, Dr. Farman Ali, Neurology, Dr. Christopher Redmond, Rheumatology, Dr. Sierra Hart, Emergency Medicine, Physician's Assistant Carly Kremer, Cardiology, Nurse Practitioner Jennifer Gorgal, General Surgery, and Nurse Practitioner Corey Lapai, OBGYN. Welcome to WVU Medicine.
Welcome back here to Hedgesville High School. Get you ready for this matchup between Musselman and Hedgesville. Get you ready with the rosters for both sides. But first of all, there's been a lot of changes when it comes to these rosters, Jim.
Yeah, when we look at the key losses for Hedgesville, gone are the seniors of last year. Richmond, a setter, all-area setter, absolutely dominant floor general. Miller, Van Dyne, Gum, Willis, Hahn, and Shropshire for Hedgesville. On the other side of the net, Musselman High School has lost Hutzler, Walker, Miller, Weatherholtz, Franklin, and Hannah the Howard. Going to be an interesting lineup. What are they this evening?
Looking at Hedgesville, they've got #1, Addison Groves, #2, Brianna Ryder, #3, Evelyn Jennings, #4, Delaney Cedars, #5, Alexa Smith, #7, Parker Sutherland, #10, Chloe Hudson, #11, Gracie Brown, #12, Emmy Bishop, #13, Jayana Ware, #14, Grace Lathwell, #15, Addison Sykes, #16, Jillian Sykes, call up from JV. On the Musselman side, Raylan Kisner, #2, #3, Bianca Hutzler, #4, Reese Troxler, #5, Amaya King, #6, Ashley Fox, #7, Ella Collis, #8, Ada McCoy, #9, Ava Dunnigan, #10, Ashlyn Weatherholtz, #11, Olivia Alice, #12, Olivia Orlana, #14, Kendall Watcher, #17, Maddie Shelton, #21, Keely Chrisman, #24, Avery Lark, #25, Allie Miller. Again, Hedgesville coached by Allison Whitford. Musselman coached by Sean Martz. With that, we'll take one last 2-minute break here. The national anthem will play during the break, and we'll come back with a varsity matchup between Hedgesville and Musselman. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Back with the start of varsity in 2 minutes.
Remember when you were a little kid and saw your first deer?
Oh, how cute.
As an adult, maybe you've had a different experience.
Where'd that come from?
Bambi mess up your dream machine? Call Cody's Auto Body today at 304-901-4777 and get the work done right the first time. Cody's Auto Body, 851 Wilston Street in Martinsburg, has a team of auto body professionals with a lifetime of experience putting your ride back together again, regardless of how it got that way. Cody's Auto Body.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How can I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm John Everson, Private Wealth Advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions. Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at whmsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
And away we go. Things are set.
I'm sorry.
They were to start here with Hedgesville and Musselman. Go ahead, Jim.
Yeah, I coached 10 years in Washington County, Maryland. We won 3 state titles. We knew who was on the calendar, but I agree with both coaches. Hedgesville comes ready to play. Regardless of injuries, it is what it is. They are ready to play the match. I agree 100% with what Coach March said. I respect him implicitly. We ran our offense to dictate. We wanted other teams out of system. We ran our offense as fast as we could to control the speed of play. That doesn't mean we didn't play defense, but what we wanted was ultimate offense. What he mentioned also is they want a state title. Everything that happened in this gym last year is old history. They've got the pressure, they've got the target on their back, but they also have the banner in the gym. It's theirs until someone takes it. Hedgesville hopes to do that right here on their home court this evening.
Hedgesville, and they got that win, but like you said, new season, new teams, new players in new spots for both sides. Hedgesville, it's like they'll start things out. Gracie Brown, Chloe Hudson, Evelyn Jennings up in the front. Alexis Smith, the libero. Delaney Cedars, and Jillian Sykes. So that's Addison Sykes, actually, number 15. Jillian Sykes, number 16, will come in off the bench at some point. Looks like Musselman will start with Kendall Watcher, Ada McCoy, Ashley Fox, Allie Miller, Ava Dunnigan, and up in the front as well, Olivia Alice. It'll be the sophomore Allie Miller starting off serving first for Musselman. Sends it right at Gracie Brown. Jennings has to hit a free ball. From the left side, it's Ada McCoy. In the middle, Hudson goes up high for it. Floats it in the middle of the Musselman defense for the point and the kill.
Yeah, and watching at home, it looks like the visitor's side is empty. There is a good crowd. However, the home side is packed. The raucous student section right in front of us. I might not need to talk. We can just listen to them.
Watcher's going to set this one up for Fox. Big hit. Hedgesville keeps it alive, but after McCoy sends it back over, Hedgesville recovers again. McCoy this time gets roofed.
Yeah, and that's surprising, too, because she had this single block. I think the set was a little bit low. It pulled her in. She adjusted, but ultimately it made the single block effective.
2-0 lead for Hedgesville.
Good serve, good pass by McCoy.
McCoy that time
again off block.
Again. One more time they go back to her, and again. I think they'll say that one actually never went over. Makes it 4 hits for Musselman. Strong 3-point start for the Hedgesville Eagles. Another serve from another sophomore.
Oh, great pass by Miller. Good
Smith.
serve.
They keep going back to McCoy. Gracie Brown down ball. Watcher back to McCoy. And Sykes can't handle it. First kill for Ada McCoy.
Yeah, McCoy changed up, went line. My goodness, how many swings does she have already? 5-6 so far to start the first set. It's only 3-1.
I think at least that much.
Yeah, Watcher's going to have to move the ball around. You're not going to be able to set your outside. My goodness.
Ashley Fox will serve next. Too much on it.
Yeah, Fox is a team leader with the aces at 49 aces. Not the right time for a miss when you're down 3-1 on the road.
It'll be Sykes sending that one over at Miller. Watcher for Alice on the left side. Gets it in. Big kill for the freshman, Olivia Alice. Alice taking over on the front line. 5'11". Everyone stepping up into a new role. Ada McCoy and Keely Chrisman stepping up to take the place of the former Gatorade Player of the Year, Hannah Howard, now at UMBC.
Under the net, yes, there's a net violation. Your foot cannot go the whole way under, across the line of the center court.
Alacalis at 4-3 Hedgesville.
Wow, double, yeah, hands. Yeah, this is one thing that Coach Whitford, she talked about Kylie Ann East being out, so they're working on a different setter rotation. It's difficult to call on a sophomore and a junior to run your entire offense, especially when your experienced hitters are out.
And that one was Jillian Sykes. This serve from Bianca Hutzler goes too far. Hedgesville goes back up by 1, 5-4.
Yeah, Coach March did talk about putting the pressure on with the serves. Not sure that he meant 2 out of 5 service errors to start the match.
There's Gracie Brown serving this time. Back to McCoy. She's blocked again.
Over in 1. Bishop has to make a real big adjustment. Oh, and a bad first touch by Musselman.
Another point for Hedgesville. Ada McCoy getting blocked consistently by the front line of Hedgesville so far. Another serve from Brown at Dunnigan. And the serve receive. Very uncharacteristic. Bit of a mishit from Dunnigan up by the net. Hutzler couldn't do anything with it. 7-4.
Yeah, Brown's serving well. Musselman will figure it out.
And Allie Miller with another mishit.
She didn't move her feet. She swung her arms, lifted her arms left to right, and misplayed. A lot of movement on the Brown serve.
That makes it another ace for Gracie Brown. Star sophomore for the Eagles. Hutzler will set up far side. McCoy was blocked, but it goes out.
Yeah, Sutherland's a big presence in the front row. And Sutherland actually leads blocks for Hedgesville with 55. It's at least 56 now.
McCoy and Miller will come off. It'll be Maddie Shelton and Keely Chrisman that come on. Shelton sends that one to Bishop. Overpass. And
it's a free ball.
They're not going to be able to fit
angle.
it. Yep.
Tough angle for Brown.
Went all the way back. Brown couldn't do anything with it, really. So 2 straight for Musselman, 8-6. They still trail. Shelton goes at Bishop again. By the net, Sykes serves for Bishop, off block, it falls. It's kill for another freshman, Emmy Bishop.
Yeah, Hutzler's covering off blocks. He's got a release, get there. Both teams are going at it.
Jayana Ware. Go this one.
Oh, perfect pass. Good serve, perfect pass.
Hutzler down the line goes Avery Lark.
Big swing by Lark. They needed that because the defense has had an opportunity to key on the outsides. Having a good offhand presence tonight, that could be the difference for Musselman if they keep figuring out a way to block, get the hands on McCoy.
So now Ava Dunnigan's going to serve at 9-7.
Real tight pass. Very good play by Fox. Fox was all over it. She directed the ball right over the setter, straight to the floor.
Hedgesville leads down to 1. Dunnigan. Sykes will set up Sutherland. Big dig by McCoy, but it's up by the net. No one goes and gets it for Musselman.
Yeah, Hutzler's got to get there. She's got to get there, get under the net, bring that back out. It's all first touch. She can bring that back out.
Addison Sykes, the older of the Sykes, the junior, serves now. And off the side of the arm of Dunnigan, it's an ace. I think Dunnigan was a little tentative, thinking that McCoy might go get that one.
Yeah, believe it or not, McCoy is second on the team in serve receives at 265, right behind Dunnigan.
There's another one at Dunnigan. They'll go Chrisman for the first time. Bishop. Too far. Tried to cut it down the line, but it goes out. 11-9. Kendall Watcher sends an error right back, this time on the serve. 12-9, Hedgesville leads. Bishop will check out. Delaney Cedars will check in.
Yeah, with the setter at the one base, serving that deep 5, it's a good strategy, but my goodness, you got to put the ball in play.
Cedars serves. Chrisman, big swing, and a kill. One of the seniors for Musselman. Big time outside hitter Keely Chrisman. She checks right out at 12-10. Allie Miller. Too much an overpass and the Mangler with a big cut on the overpass. Ada McCoy makes it 12-11.
Yeah, and that's what Musselman does. They make you they make you pay. They're a terminate first offense. It's deep.
Service error by Allie Miller. Hedgesville stays in front. 13-11. Miller saw action in the rotation as a freshman last year, seeing added time this year as well. And there's an ace. Another one for the Eagles for Alexa Smith. Hedgesville's back up by 3.
It must have been just a little bit flat right now. Definitely not passing the way that they need to. Can't run that terminating offense if you can't get a good pass.
They'll go to McCoy again. She hits it over the block. And the first contact by Cedars. Nothing doing for any of the other Eagles for a second hit. It falls to the floor. 14-12.
Yeah, statistically, Cedars is up there in the top 3 in serve receives. So she's someone you can expect you want to touch the ball.
Ashley Fox.
And there's what Fox does. Fox leads the team in aces. She missed her first service attempt last time. Follows up with an ace.
You had Cedars and Brown parting the sea there. Thinking the other one was going to go and receive the serve. Neither one does. Back to a 1-point lead for the Eagles. Sykes Sets down ball for Hudson. Diving on the floor for the dig.
Great
Miller.
dig by Miller. Absolutely great dig.
Set up. Gracie Brown. Big swing. Tools it. It's a point for the Eagles.
Yeah, through the block. Collis, they've got to get that closed up. Collis and Ellis. My goodness, we're talking about a sophomore and a freshman. Got to figure out a way to close the block. Don't want Gracie Brown getting those swings.
Send it at Miller.
Another perfect pass by Miller.
Alice on the side, blocked by Brown. And then blocked by Sutherland is Ada McCoy.
Yeah, we've seen that enough with other teams. You know, we've talked about that on other broadcasts. Keeping your middle at the net for transition. That was a great play. Good timing by Sutherland.
16-13.
Good pass by McCoy.
They'll go back to McCoy.
It's an over. Nope, not over.
Ware, soft touch. McCoy again, a big swing. Cedars overpassed it.
No play.
Sykes tried to go up and get it, but couldn't. 16-14. Point goes to the Applemen. Exciting back and forth play right now. Musselman hasn't been able to quite close in on this lead that Hedgesville's had. Just 1, 2, 3 points.
Well, in the early going, they've had, 4 missed serves.
Sutherland. It's in. The line judge calls it in. Musselman let it go. It's a close call. We're on the far side. Hard to tell from our angle on some extremely close plays like that. End result is it's 17-14, another 3-point lead for the Eagles. Gracie Brown serving again. Ella Collis put that one over. They'll go for Bishop on the left side. She's going to get the kill. 18-14.
Yeah, I think Collis was early on the attack. I don't know if it's because of the pace of the set. It's definitely something that needs to be worked out. The timing was definitely off.
Gracie Brown will serve.
Again, not a good first touch.
It's an ace for Gracie Brown. It's a 5-point lead, and there is a timeout by Coach Martz. 19-14 Hedgesville. We'll keep it here through this break. Hedgesville off to a great fast start. Big time turnout from the student section here. And Musselman not quite able to put things together to get themselves back in this after Hedgesville got themselves a slight lead and now having the potential to open it up and take this first set. Dylan Bishop and Jim Klein with you for TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Colin McLaughlin, our cameraman. Nick Verzolini back at the studio. This regional championship rematch from last year. And a rematch of the 2021 state championship. Ada McCoy lines it, but a dig by Smith off the block. Ware gets the kill. 20-14 Hedgesville.
Yeah, and Ware just beat the block.
It's deafening over here. Hedgesville crowd. Lots of excitement. We're right behind the student section, so we hear them loud and clear. And there's a serve that goes out.
Yeah, 6-point lead with 5 to go. Just cutting out to 5. Musselman can't trade. Need to go on a short run. 2 or 3 right here would make it manageable.
They get that same rotational substitution of Miller and McCoy coming out for the Applemen. Shelton and Chrisman coming in.
Wow, deep serve by Shelton.
Sutherland pushes it. The hit by Hutzler was tough, but they recover for Dunnigan to get across a free ball. Sutherland pushes it again, and Parker Sutherland's on the money tonight. The sophomore in the middle, tallest player on the court.
6-point lead with 4 to go. Ware needs to put this in play.
21-15, Gianna Ware sends it at Dunnigan. They'll go Chrisman on the left side.
It's an overpass
by Ware and out. McCoy easily watches it go.
Musselman's down 21-16. Dunnigan back to serve. Gotta have it.
Sends it at Brown. Sykes sets Sutherland off block. Oh, somehow doesn't fall to the ground.
A little celebration a little early.
Bishop, left side, soft touch. It's in. The up official had to look over to the lines judge and make sure.
Yeah, Lark,
Bishop tight over to the left side.
Yeah, Lark was right there. I'm not sure if she touched it and that's why it was called in.
It's possible. 22-16. And that close up to the net. No play for Musselman. Another point for Hedgesville. They have a 7-point lead, 23-16. Huge first set here at home for the Eagles. Sykes will send that one at Chrisman. Tough first contact. Got to get around the lines judge. Maddie Shelton can't. Point goes to Hedgesville. 24-16 set point.
No, there's a replay called.
Okay.
The lines person in the way. So they called it a replay.
23-17. If this were football, you'd say just get around the referee. They're in play. They're part of the field of play.
Right. And the situation happened last Tuesday at Musselman with Martinsburg.
The same kind of call. So it's 23-17. And Gracie Brown from the 10 line fires in the surefire.
Right, and Parker
24th point.
Parker Sutherland stole one of those earlier. In that case, Fox didn't block. And Brown picks up an easy kill from the back row. Really think the middles need to stay with that much firepower.
Delaney Cedars.
Perfect. What a dig by Dunnigan. And Chrisman comes in.
Out.
And it's sails. Set 1 to Hedgesville.
A rare misfire by Chrisman. 25-17. Goes the first set to the home team, Hedgesville Eagles. We'll take a 1-minute break. We'll be back with more EPAC volleyball here on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube for the second set between Hedgesville and Musselman. Again, back in 60 seconds.
Remember when you were a little kid and saw your first deer?
Oh, how cute.
As an adult, maybe you've had a different experience.
Where'd that come from?
Bambi mess up your dream machine? Call Cody's Auto Body today at 304-901-4777 and get the work done right the first time. Cody's Auto Body, 851 Wilston Street in Martinsburg, has a team of auto body professionals with a lifetime of experience putting your ride back together again, regardless of how it got that way. Cody's Auto Body.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
25-17 Hedgesville goes set number 1. Starting off strong. Trying to keep the momentum from the last meeting between these two teams in the regional championship.
Well, Musselman came out flat in that set. They did not have good first contacts. At some point, I believe I counted at least 5 missed serves. And when you're down, we talked about this in the JV match, as soon as you get down that 3 or 4 point swing, when you miss serves, you don't give the offense a chance to score, the defense a chance to score. So Musselman has got to make better first contacts, and also I think in serve receive, they didn't have an opportunity to run their full complement of offense. The setter was chasing so far around the court that they ended up in situations where their only option was Ada McCoy in a couple of those rotations. When you only have one option, it makes it easier for the defense to key, and then you end up in a situation where Sutherland probably picked up more blocks than normal because of the fact that passing was not very consistent.
See, almost a full student section right in front of us. They know what kind of matchup this is. I think Musselman and Hedgesville both, whether they like to admit it or not, they get up for this one.
Yeah, and if I were Hedgesville's coach right now, I would be very unhappy. Whether or not there's time on the clock, it's not germane to the match. I've said this before in Berkeley County. I'd never seen the officials having more tea parties. If I were Coach Whitford, I'd want the match to be going. I would not want to be waiting for whatever it is going on. They need to get it going, get started. And now they're sounding the buzzer, imploring the teams to get ready. I don't even know what we're waiting for.
They look ready. The Liberos haven't taken the court yet, but they're standing at the side ready. There's Dunnigan stepping on.
Yeah, when you're a team that's focused on offense and speed of play, and especially, I understand Hedgesville is a little bit more of a defensive team, but they've got the offensive firepower. They just came off a 25-17 set one victory. Think about it. Do you want your team standing around, or do you want your team to continue? Momentum is a fickle beast. This is all you need. And now you're in a situation where you've got first serve, and your server's standing back there waiting for the ball. These are the types of things as a coach that frustrated the heck out of me. It's all about the kids on the court. Everybody should be a vehicle to help these kids be as successful as they can be. We want to see a good match. Don't keep them standing around. Let them play.
Olivia Alice, first hit across.
Ball had to be out. Ball had to be way out.
McCoy. Sykes will set up Ware on the right side.
Perfect pass.
They'll go back to McCoy. Blocked.
Yep.
But out.
Block. Yeah, and it was a great run. Good offense by Hedgesville. Gracie Brown took a massive swing. It just sailed on her, and Dunnigan bailed her out. I mean, she played the ball way above her head, standing with her heels at the 10 line or the 3-point line. That ball's got to be out.
Down 1-0, but they are the reigning state champions for a reason. 9-time champions. And we'll get a whistle and a violation on Hedgesville, so they will go up by 2, will the Applemen.
Yep, setter's hands. Calls on Addison Sykes.
Ashley Fox, 2-0, sails that serve.
And so Fox is a 1 for 2. She doesn't score an ace the first time, that comes back and misses. We're in a similar situation as we were in the first set.
This will be Jillian Sykes sending it at McCoy.
Not a great pass, but we get a back row attack out of it. Miller pushes. Sykes has to dive, gets a free ball.
Watcher for Alice. Too much on it from the freshman.
Just a little bit tentative. She never followed through. She had her elbow up nice and high, but she just didn't push through it.
2 apiece. Watcher sets up for McCoy, and this time laser beam.
Yeah, great dig by Sykes, the mangler.
Oh, the finesse by Ware. Gets it to fall. Hedgesville keeps the lead. 3-2. Puts that one at McCoy. Watcher will set up for McCoy.
Overpass free ball. Watcher can do anything. She goes back to McCoy, and McCoy beats Ware on the line. Ware was a little bit late on the block. The set was a little bit lower, a little more up-tempo.
Musselman has been absolutely feeding Ada McCoy on that left side. Hedgesville has gotten a lot of blocks on those attempts, but you can't stop Ada McCoy all the time. 3-3. Sutherland off the block.
Yeah, Sutherland, I like it when she hits outside for the first ball. Oh, my goodness, and a free ball. Could be a mistake. Oh, my goodness, what a play by Sykes.
But too much.
Yeah, unforced error, just hit deep. But, man, what a great dig.
Sutherland just couldn't get it to drop in. Musselman regains the lead, 4-3.
Hutzler, very aggressive serve, but a perfect pass.
Hutzler for McCoy, blocked. Still up in the air. McCoy again. This time off the block it falls. Another tool for McCoy.
Yeah, Sutherland and Ware just got to penetrate. They're getting lots of good touches. Good touches, slowing the pace of the ball. But if you don't penetrate the plane of the net, the ball comes straight down on your side. Musselman now with a little baby lead. You know, and again, the official stopping play while the server's holding the ball. Man, it's just, as a coach, it's just
they're making the Musselman student section back up off of the bottom row of the bleachers. And this hit from Brown goes.
Joust. Collis wins the joust.
We'll go Lark. Roofed. Parker Sutherland continuing her success in this one. Applemen still lead by 1, 5-4.
Yeah, Lark wants the ball, and it was good offense. She just has to see who's in front of her. Can't hit straight right into Parker Sutherland.
Lines that one at McCoy. Tough play for Hutzler, but she gets it over for the Miller down ball.
Bishop's on swinging outside. Good swing, perfect pass.
McCoy
good
again.
Set.
Blocked, but a lift by Hedgesville. Musselman stays in front 6-4. Maddie Shelton next up, the lefty freshman. Bishop with the down ball. And that mishit by Ella Collis. Lee goes back down to 1 point again.
His first touches are just so important when you're an offensive-minded team.
Ware lines it at Dunnigan. Lark over near the bleachers. Crispin with the free ball.
Crispin gets kind of turned around a little bit. And Hedgesville, uncharacteristic. Free ball for free ball. Don't like that. Musselman usually uses this.
Crispin takes a little.
Crispin does. She gets smart.
Takes a little off.
Yep, takes a little off and finds the soft spot in the defense.
Crispin, a lot like a fastball pitcher, but that was more of a changeup. 7-5. Musselman leads. Bishop on the left side gets a kill right off of Bianca Hutzler.
It looked like between Lark and Fox.
Emmy Bishop, younger sister of Martinsburg's Skylar Bishop, senior captain of the Bulldogs volleyball team, going to Shepherd University to play volleyball. And this serve by Addison Sykes tips off the tape, and it's an ace. We're back even.
So as Fox rotates from the 3 to move to her defensive base, she's got to see that, clean that up off the net.
7 apiece. And there's another ace off of Crispin.
Yeah, Crispin last year played at the right side. She was the opposite, so she's in a newer position right now. Of course, we're at mid-season, so it's not like this is her first serve receive.
Sykes goes towards the middle at Shelton this time. They'll set up Chrisman. Cuts it down the line and in for the kill.
Yeah, she goes thumb down as a cut shot. She cuts the ball. The ball lands right around the 10 line on that severe angle. It's a great swing resulting in a kill. Watch her back to serve. Watch her how to miss in the first set.
Tied back up at 8, and Bishop touches this one.
Yeah, not sure. She was indecisive. I think she believed that it was sailing, maybe going out. Just couldn't pull away, make up her mind in time. And that ball was very hard, very flat. I mean, it might have been out. As tall as Bishop is, playing the ball above her waist.
Musselman back up in front by 1.
Watcher comes right back at her, and Bishop makes her pay with a perfect pass.
Bishop sent that one to Dunnigan. They'll go back to Chrisman.
And again, Chrisman with the ball in the severe angle inside the 10 line, which was just a phenomenal angle.
Got it to bounce off the tape that time. Again, it falls in.
Musselman with a little bit of a lead here, 10-8.
10-8, opening up just a little bit. Been hard to get much of a big lead in the second set. Gracie Brown back from the back row.
Yeah, see, and again, I don't understand why Fox isn't at least putting a hand on that. The ball literally sailed right over her. She could time that for a block. I mean, maybe that's something within their philosophy. They don't want to try to block the 10 line.
Delaney Cedar serving next. Tough received by Shelton. Ends up in a free ball, though.
And a perfect pass. Hedgesville with a chance to use it.
Chrisman. We get a whistle.
And a net violation
against Hedgesville. 11-9. Back up by 2 goes Musselman.
Looks like that was Hudson, I think. Hudson with the net violation.
Back we go to Allie Miller serving right at Smith. Set up. Gracie Brown fires away. Home team cuts the deficit down to 1.
Yeah, I think Alice was late on the jump. She's got to almost play that like she's trying to steal the ball off Gracie Brown's hand. She could time that a little better, reaching for her hand. She's got the size for that.
Set up McCoy. Tries to go for the back corner. Sails it. We're back even.
Yeah, and it was not a very good first touch. There was only one option. The set ends up being a little bit off the net. Puts McCoy in a tough situation. She's going to have to adjust for that.
Libero Smith serves again at the other libero. Ava Dunnigan. Blocked by Chloe Hudson. And it falls for the roof. Despite the injuries, Hedgesville playing well here against the state champs.
Yeah, Hedgesville is actually serving aggressive. Musselman not making good first contacts. And then again, defensively, I think Hedgesville is just playing just a tiny bit better.
Soft touch by Ashley Fox.
Of course, I say that, and then there's an immediate letdown in Hedgesville's defense on an easy tip that hits the floor. Coach Whitford begging for the defense to step it up. Sykes needs to hustle in and cover that off block.
Junior Fox ties it up, and now she'll serve. Tied at 12. Gracie Brown, long approach.
It's actually a real good set. Sykes had to run so far.
Ware right side. Still up by the net. Watcher. Tough play there. I think she expected it to bounce off the net, and it fell just below.
It doesn't matter. Watcher's got to go real low. Think about it. If she goes way down low below the net, if it hits the net, she can play it out. If it doesn't hit the net, then she's in a position to play it.
McCoy off the block, gets the kill. We're tied back up at 13.
Tied up at 13 all here at the midpoint.
Tightly contested.
Hutzler's back to serve and set. Collis, the freshman, in the front row now with Avery Lark and the Mangler.
Hutzler goes at Smith. Back set. It's Brown off the block. And tough play for Musselman. They can't get it over.
Hutzler playing the ball in the middle of the net. I mean, you need a better first contact, but getting the setters to adjust when you're just not putting the ball there.
14-13. Hedgesville back up by 1. Gracie Brown. Hutzler will set for McCoy.
Yeah, and that was a lower set. Lower set outside. Sutherland couldn't get there, which basically means that McCoy is one-on-one with Ware. That's the up-tempo that you've got. The problem is running the up-tempo, it's much, much easier to maintain that pace with a real good first pass, and that's what they got.
14-14. Ella Collis on the overpass, taps it down.
Both officials looking at each other. It was just a tiny bit of a delay. The whistle was blown. They both are looking at each other, and R1 points to Musselman.
15-14 Musselman, and make it tied right back up again on the service error.
But see, don't you just kind of have that little bit of feeling like the Musselman gets an opportunity to extend the lead. They make a mistake, an uncharacteristic mistake. Shelton served so good the last 2 matches we watched with Musselman.
And there's an ace for the Eagles, Jayana Ware.
Yeah, right at Chrisman. Chrisman's got to make the play. She's in the serve receive. She's got to shake it off.
Eagles serve back up by 1, and into the net it goes. So back tied again. I think at this point, for the first set, Hedgesville had started to pull away a little bit, but we're tight. Tied up. Sykes will set up Sutherland on the right. Blocked, but out. The roof attempt from Chrisman can't stay in. So Hedgesville leads again.
Got an update score on Martinsburg. Martinsburg's up 20-18 over Washington at home.
Sykes is going to set up.
Oh, it's
Bishop
low
again,
for Bishop. And I thought that ball was touched. They called 4 contacts. It looked to me like Lark was all over that and got a touch. That ball's still in play. But water under the bridge now.
Tied back up again at 17.
Yeah, the set was low. Bishop was hustling to get there, try to fist that over.
No one's been able to get a decisive edge in this set so far. 17 apiece. Set for Bishop. Blocked, but it's a tool.
Alice is right there. She's got to push with that outside hand. She's almost turning your shoulders. You got to press to bring the ball back into the field of play.
It's been a big match so far for the freshman Bishop. Cedars.
Not the greatest pass. And there's the hands call. Yeah, see, Watcher had to make contact with that ball. She had to come from the setter's base at the net all the way to the 3-point line, get her hips and shoulders squared to push the ball back to Keely Chrisman. First touch is not good. It results in a setter mistake.
19-17 Hedgesville. 2-point lead at this point. Feels big.
But, man, look at the dig.
Gracie Brown.
Shelton with a good contact. Back to Chrisman. She's got to hurry.
And she gets it to fall. Chrisman.
Sykes and Brown both making an attempt at the dig. Just couldn't get there. They both sold out. A lot of effort by Hedgesville defense. Great decision by Chrisman.
A lot of back and forth. Hedgesville had a shot there and making a 3-point lead later in the set. And, man, tough for Musselman. Service error.
Yeah, just not their day with first touches.
20-18.
Plenty of time to turn this around. Only a 2-point lead. Side out here. Perfect pass by Dunnigan. Great serve by Cedars. McCoy has to adjust, can't get it.
Into the net. 21-18.
Sorry, not Cedars. That was Smith with the pass. Smith with the serve, rather.
I believe this could be the first 3-point lead of the entire set for either side. And make it 4. An ace. Musselman lets it go, thinking it would go out, but it sure didn't. 22-18. Musselman calls timeout. We'll take the timeout with them for 30-second break. Hedgesville trying to make it 2-0. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%. Parsons' goal of financing for all. And Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars, too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
And we're back 22-18. Hedgesville hoping to close this out. And gets the serve to ride the tape, does Alexis Smith, but Musselman was there, luckily.
It's right between the block. We had the perfect angle for that. McCoy sets the block. Fox has got to get there. She doesn't do it. It's between them. We had the perfect angle to see the ball go right between them.
23-18. 2 points away from a 2-0 lead over Musselman.
And an ace.
And make it 1 point away.
On arguably one of the best passers in the state, and Ava Dunnigan. Just doesn't move her feet, just can't get there. It's a very good serve. Smith is on a bit of a roll, and it came at the toughest time for Musselman.
Set point. Takes a little bit off of it, takes too much off of it as it goes into the net.
Yeah, Coach Whitford, I believe she was calling the serve there. She called for the 3, it looked like. And Smith went for it, just came up just a tiny bit short, but great effort.
Serve from Fox.
It's a bump set. Brown, smart swing.
McCoy punches that one. And Cedars and Smith, I think both thought the other was going to go for it.
Yeah, and I kind of took a breath of hesitation because the ball came out of Watcher's hands. A little bit funky, an unusual spin on the ball. Might have gotten a hands call there. Hedgesville didn't object. And it results in a kill, even though the set was a little bit low.
24-20. Fox serves. Again, Musselman has to be perfect. Gracie Brown fires off the block. It's the kill. 25-20. Goes set number 2. The Eagles up 2-0 on the Musselman Applemen. Not often anyone can say that. We'll take a 1-minute break. When we come back, it'll be set number 3. Musselman will try to recover, prevent being swept by the Eagles. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Radon is the second leading cause of lung cancer deaths in the United States each year. But do you know the radon levels in your home? Home is a place to live, love, and laugh, not a place to breathe air containing radon. The Berkeley and Morgan County Health Departments are distributing free confidential radon test kits, and you can get yours at the Berkeley County Health Department office in Martinsburg and the Morgan County Health Department office in Berkeley Springs. Protect your home and family. Get your free radon test kit today.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna call my parents. Dad, come over. The brisket's done.
The Traeger Connected Experience. Everything you need for epic flavor, and then some.
Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
Back here at Hedgesville High School. Can't say this is what we expected. as good as Hedgesville is, you don't expect the 9-time state champion Musselman Applemen to go down 2-0 against anybody, really, at least in the EPAC. You don't see it very often at all that teams even take sets off of Musselman, let alone 2 in a row to open up a match. But Hedgesville's just playing really well right now, and I'd say Musselman not playing at their peak form, Jim.
Yeah, a little flat on the first contacts. Clearly, this is a team that can come back. Hedgesville was down 2-0 last year and won. Musselman certainly has the athletes to do that. Another EPAC action, Martinsburg High School won first set over Washington 25-21, and sports fans around the world today mourn the greatest Baltimore Oriole of all time. Rest in peace, Brooks Robinson.
Yes.
The greatest Oriole of all time, dead at age 86.
And my father has told me stories. He's gotten to meet him a handful of times, and he always really enjoyed it. And talking with his son as well, he always...
I met him in Hagerstown. We had season tickets the first year that Hagerstown, the Suns, had the baseball team, and Brooks and Palmer, there were a bunch of old vets who came up to Hagerstown. I think Palmer actually did a rehab assignment, but of course that ages me. That takes me back to when I was about, I'd like to say 5 years old, but it was closer to 10. I was probably about 8 or 9. 1980, the first season, I think, that Hagerstown had a baseball team.
Best defensive third baseman of all time, if not the best overall third baseman of all time. Here we are, Hedgesville, again, looking to sweep Musselman in set number 3. Trying to do what probably sounds impossible.
Well, and Coach Martz, he talked about this. If they just focus on their game, they don't need to worry about it being 0-2. They don't need to worry about anything but their first touch, making a good first touch, being proactive, dictating, and then what he said is the score should take care of itself. So if they come out here in the third set and do those things, focus on good first contacts, they could still steal this, or at least set 3.
We'll go to Evelyn Jennings on the right side, and the senior gets the kill.
Senior.
Yes, the lone senior.
Yeah, the lone senior for Hedgesville, Evelyn Jennings. Congratulations to her. She makes a real good swing over the block, and she's aiming at that deep one corner. That ball would have landed in. It was a good attempt by Dunnigan.
You could tell that's where Hedgesville was going the entire time by the reaction to the kill. Chrisman has to really reach back for that one. And, no one able to come up and get it for Hedgesville. So it seemed like that was going wrong for Musselman with how far back that set was going. Chrisman had to reach back for it, but it pans out in the end.
All right, new ball game, 1-1. Watcher's back to serve.
Watcher goes to Brown. Set to Brown, and it falls. The Slayer, Gracie Brown. We have the Mangler on one side, the Slayer on the other. 2-1 Hedgesville.
Yeah, and if you pay real close attention, Brown adjusts her approach. Her hand comes up very early, so you have to anticipate there's going to be some kind of a dump, a tip. Oh, Chrisman over approaches, still gets a real big swing. Could have called the hands, too, I think.
Watcher for Fox.
Oh, Chrisman now can't take an approach. Oh, yet it's an overpass. Good save.
And now it's blown. What they'll say. Finally, some weird back and forth there, but a violation on Hedgesville.
Yeah, so the ball crossed the plane of the antenna. The ball must be wholly inside the antenna. So you imagine that there's a string that runs from the top of the antenna straight up to the ceiling. Oh, not a good first contact by Cedars. It's a down ball, very aggressive up the line.
McCoy, it's in.
I don't know. Could that be the kill that sways momentum? Hedgesville looked a little flat-footed in that series.
Musselman was able to have an early lead throughout set 2. only by 1 or 2 points.
Miller's a very aggressive server. Got to know that this is the time, and she does put it in play, but it's a perfect pass.
Brown blocked.
Yeah, and it's a big swing off block, though, and the ball rolls out of bounds. Your middle for Musselman has got to press inside.
3-3.
Alice has got to press with the inside hand. Can't let that ball drop in. Or Fox.
Tough set, but it works out in the end. Another kill for McCoy. It's kind of a one-handed down ball type of slap from Watcher to get that ball over to McCoy. So at 4-3 Musselman, Fox will serve. And all close to an 8. Oh, never mind. Ball goes up into the rafters, hitting the divider between courts that would come down sometimes. 5-3 the Applemen lead.
Yeah, the divider's out of play after third contact. Divider's sealing. Everything's out of play after. Has to go across the net cleanly. Well, it can hit the net, but.
And there's an ace.
Yeah, and all of a sudden, Hedgesville looks a little bit flat. Another bad first contact in serve-receive. Didn't see that a whole lot in the first 2 sets.
6-3 Musselman. Been hard-pressed to find times that Musselman has led by 3 points in any of these sets. And it doesn't last for long right there. The service error gets it back down to 2. Jayana Ware.
Ware leads the team for Hedgesville in aces as of this morning.
McCoy handled. Go to Bishop. Dunnigan gets that one. McCoy, another one. Overpassed. McCoy taps it down. Another point for the Applemen, so the lead does go back up to 3. 7-4.
Hutzler, the sophomore setter, comes in. 35 aces. She's ranked in the top 3 on the team.
Hutzler will send that one at Smith. Sutherland. Oh, McCoy left side again. That one's out. A whole lot of attempts for McCoy through these 3 sets over on that left side. Lots of kills, but hard to have a 100% percentage there. 7-5. They'll go back to McCoy. She's blocked. Stays up in the air, though. And wow. Somehow Hedgesville keeps it alive. McCoy. And again, Hedgesville fighting. But that last hit didn't cross over. Almost another miraculous play. But the Applemen get the point. 8-5.
Yeah, Coach Marks expressing his displeasure. Did not like the way that ball carried across the net. A very unusual double-handed swing.
Dunnigan will set up Chrisman.
Nice reach by Chrisman. She likes that ball right on top of her.
Jennings outside off the block. Off contact. It's a tool. The Hedgesville deficit back down to 2. Delaney Cedars, the Soapbox Derby champion, sends that one. Chrisman diving forward, Smith. Gracie Brown lasers it down.
Yeah, Lark and Collis just don't seem to have an answer for Brown outside. And I think that's where, when Coach Marks talked about dictating the pace of play, don't want to see them in system getting an opportunity for Gracie to swing like that.
Chrisman down the line tries to cut it. Brown hits it.
Got room. This is a free ball.
Cedars kept it out of the bleachers.
I'd love to see that free ball go much deeper.
Chrisman.
Oh, and Sykes gets flat-footed. She just can't react.
Bit of a real slow one there from Chrisman. Catches them off guard. She got herself a kill on what felt like about an 80-mile-an-hour changeup. Dropped that one down to about 70 from what feels like her 95-mile-per-hour fastball at times.
Perfect pass by Cedars, and then Grace Brown with an unusual hitting error out of bounds. And that was a tip. That was almost an unforced error.
So that's 2 in a row for the Applemen.
And a great serve by Dunnigan, and she comes back again, not missing.
10-7. Jennings into the net.
See, that ball went over in the second set. She found that deep corner. Here it is, timeout Hedgesville. Musselman with their first, actually the Hedgesville's first timeout of the match.
And it's at 11-7 in set number 3. We'll take the break with them for 30 seconds and be back with more EPAC volleyball here on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
We're the Skinner Brothers. Most folks only need a lawyer once or twice in their lives. And when they're injured or in an accident, most people don't know what to do. We get it. It can be overwhelming.
Nobody likes to be told you need a lawyer, but that's why we're here. We want to get you back to your normal life and help you recover.
So if you or loved one has been in an accident, give us a call. Let us figure out how we can get you compensation.
Reach us at SkinnerWins.com or Google Skinner Lawyers. We'll treat you like family.
Back here at Hedgesville, it's 11-7 Musselman in set number 3. After they fell in the first 2 sets, Gracie Brown with that one. Tough play for Musselman, but they're able to keep the ball alive. Chrisman jumps forward, hits it over. Sets up Brown left side. Another dig forward the Applemen. Back to Chrisman again. Chrisman at Brown again.
Boy, how many times can you keep going to these outsides? I guess that's it.
That's how many times. Gracie Brown finally gets the kill. Cuts the lead back down to 3.
Yeah, but we're deeper here now into the third set, and I don't know if it's fatigue or the defense is both just amping it up. A lot of balls that hit the floor earlier in the match suddenly are being picked up.
Just barely nicking the tape was that serve from Smith. Chrisman's roofed. So 2 in a row out of the timeout for Hedgesville.
Yeah, and even though the serve was very aggressive by Smith, Musselman made a great pass, and it was a great set. Chrisman just got eaten alive at the net.
Smith sends another one at Chrisman. High up in the air. It's a free ball. Set up, back serve to Ware, blocked.
Yeah, Ware had to take that off 1 foot. The set was all of a sudden low and fast and outside. Ware almost had to hit that off 1 foot. We call that a slide, almost like a layup type approach off 1 foot. I mean, if it's planned, it's very effective. You can get a lot of one-on-one blocks.
Back up to a 3-point lead, 12-9, and we're back to 2. Another heater of a shot by Gracie Brown.
Up-tempo set outside, ended up with a single block situation. Hutzler actually made a good try. I mean, it was a good attempt on defense, just couldn't execute.
Sykes hits that one. It's an overpass by Musselman.
Guess that was Watch or not Hutzler.
It's another one from Brown, but it's a dig by Dunnigan. Chrisman at Brown again.
Perfect pass. Goes back to Ware again. She goes off block. Dunnigan with a great dig.
Smith's going to set this one
very high.
Brown, and it's out. Couldn't keep it in on the right side. A little frustrated with herself there.
Yeah, the set sucked her in, and she had to beat the block, so she goes just a little bit too much angle. Yeah, at some point, I mean, is it at this point of the season, can fatigue be a factor? I don't know. Like, these outsides are getting a lot of swings. At least Brown is.
13-10. Sutherland swings that one, and this time fits it in. Parker Sutherland, I don't think even she can believe she did that one. 13-11. Long approach. Not very close up to the net when she hit it, but she got it on that right side anyway. So 13-11. Number 11, Gracie Brown, will serve. And it's in. McCoy and Dunnigan let it go, but clearly inside the line.
Yeah, McCoy definitely ducked. She didn't open up or do anything to... Again, I'd like to see your serve receive, move your feet, and McCoy is second on the team in serve receives.
13-12. Gracie Brown, this time it's the right decision. Over the head of Dunnigan and out.
Yeah, and suddenly it feels like roles have reversed a little bit. As soon as Hedgesville has had the chance to tie it up, they've had a service error or a hitting error, and now Musselman feels like they're a little bit more in the driver's seat. And this is a real bad time for Hedgesville because Fox is the ace server.
And she's going to
get one to start. Yep. Yeah.
Almost a recovery by Sykes and Sutherland. Sutherland didn't have enough of an angle to punch that one over. 15-12. Ashley Fox once more. Sykes will set for Bishop on the left side. Up in the air, that one goes. A dig by a watcher. Set. Sutherland fires it. Puts too much on it.
Yeah, they ran with the quick. Mock cheers celebrating the out call by the linesperson after the other hit by Sutherland was called in, and to the objection of the entire Musselman faithful.
4-point lead for the Applemen, 16-12. Ashley Fox.
Yeah, Fox on a mini run here.
Where? Too much. No contact. Musselman up by 5. Hedgesville does not like the call. They want... Well, they were protesting it. See what the call is.
I'm not... I don't know.
Call stays with Musselman.
Yeah, I thought there was touch.
I thought there was too. But 17-12 Applemen. There's another timeout.
Hedgesville out of timeouts.
17-12. We'll take the break with them for 30 seconds. EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How can I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm John Everson, Private Wealth Advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Back here at Hedgesville, the serve from Ashley Fox out of timeout. Goes too far. It works. It was a very quick timeout.
Yeah, the timeout works, and ironically enough, it's a 6-6 after the last timeout. So, congratulations, Coach Wood, for that timeout worked.
And Ware right back with a service error of her own. Tough.
Yeah, see, those were the mistakes that you saw earlier in the match on the other side of the net, and suddenly it feels like momentum has shifted.
18-13. Musselman needs this set to stay alive. Down 2 sets to none. And a good call by Gracie Brown to let that serve go. 2 straight service errors for Musselman.
Yeah, both teams kind of just all of a sudden tentative. I thought that Musselman was in the driver's seat, then come back and not you have the chance to extend the lead.
Sykes with the serve and the ace. Addison Sykes cuts the lead to 3.
Yeah, the junior, and she's serving right side. Well, left in serve receive, but for her angle.
So send it again. Allie Miller with the serve receive. They'll go back to McCoy off the block. She gets the kill. 19-15.
I mean, this is it. Hedgesville cannot afford to trade. Down 4. Got to take this one back.
Shelton with the serve.
It's a 10-line swing. There's no block.
That's Brown. Chrisman diving on it. Smith. Sykes can't get there for another hit.
Yeah, Chrisman has not really been solid this evening. She's getting her fair share of kills, but that was another mishit swing. You joked earlier about the off-speed pitch, the changeup.
Sykes is going to set up Emmy Bishop. Too much on it. 21-15. The Applemen firmly in control of set number 3 to keep themselves alive. Shelton, too much on it.
5-point lead with 4 to go. 21-16. Musselman's up. Hedgesville's got to go on almost a 3 or 4 point run here. Oh
Serve.
My, that was so deep.
Cedars with the serve. Lark up in the air still. Brown.
She takes a little bit off. This is what Musselman likes to do.
Chrisman tips off the net, but
it's off the antenna. Yep, off the antenna.
Eagles cut the lead to 4 with 2 straight points, but still work to do.
The last serve by Cedars was so deep.
That one at Shelton.
This is an out-of-system play. Looks like it's going to be a free ball. Just a soft roll by Dunnigan. Oh, my.
Brown off block.
Great dig by Dunnigan.
Chrisman off the blocks.
J-stroke.
Brown gets the kill.
Musselman calls timeout. There it is. Yes, indeed. Good call by Coach Marks.
3 straight from the Eagles. Cutting the lead from 21-15 to 21-18. We'll keep it here through this timeout. Hedgesville trying to battle back and get a sweep.
Yeah, statistically, you want the lead to be less. If you're going to mount a comeback, you want the lead to be less than the distance from the leader to the end of the set. So Hedgesville's only down 3. Musselman has 4 to go. They can't get into a trade where it's side out, side out, side out. But now they're in a position where they can, if they can score 2-1, they have a chance to tie it up by 25 or even retake the lead. Hedgesville still has to play 2-1 the rest of the way. This is probably the most important serve of the match so far to date.
And it's Delaney Cedars.
And if I'm Cedars, I'm serving 1.
Just a sophomore. She sends it at the freshman Shelton.
Right, to Shelton at the 1, and this is going to be almost a free ball. It's low.
Brown. Another dig by Dunnigan. Chrisman.
She's got room, got to reach.
Jennings pops that one over.
And Lark is right there all over it. Chrisman gets another chance.
Tough, but the dig by Brown. Dunnigan's going to set up Chrisman again. This time gets an approach. Yeah. They let it go, but they shouldn't have.
Chrisman with a great job there. That's textbook her play. She likes that reach swing. She likes the ball to be on top of her. It's a great play. She gets a good angle, put the kill away. So now it's 3 to go with a 4-point lead. Statistically, again, Hedgesville's got to score right away. Got to get the ball back. Perfect pass, set outside, and it's called in. Okay, so they did their job. Now the thing is, when you're down 3 or 4 this close to the end of the set, Hedgesville has got to score at least another 2 statistically. But you look who's back to serve. Alexis Smith.
Libero sends it at Shelton. And it goes out over the net. Eagles watch it go. It's just a 2-point lead for the Applemen.
Yeah, and again, if I'm Smith here, I'm serving the 5-6 seam.
Line drive at
this
Chrisman.
isn't over.
Over block. Over pass. He couldn't do anything with it. Back to Chrisman. Blocked. And out. 22-21. And there's the other timeout from Sean Martz. We'll take this timeout with him for 30 seconds. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
It's the excitement of NCAA Division II football on TV 10 featuring the Shepherd University Rams.
Cam Dorner says not over yet. Dorner to the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown Shepherd as he high steps his way in.
After a disappointing loss to Kutztown, the Rams will try to rally this week as their regional rivals, the Shippensburg Raiders, rumble into Shepherdstown. Kickoff is set for noon with pregame coverage beginning at 11:30 a.m. right here on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Out of the timeout, Hedgesville still down by 1, looking to complete the sweep over the defending state champions.
Forget what I said earlier. This is the most important serve.
Alexis Smith.
Wow, she goes right at the best passer on the Musselman team. Lark gets blocked, though. And here's Chrisman's turn to be a star. And she misplaced the swing, tied up. She just came off a tremendous swing earlier. That's okay. Musselman's got to shake it off. But Smith, again, I'd serve the 5-6. Serve that seam.
It was 21-15. Now we're tied at 22.
Chrisman makes him pay with the perfect pass. Fox can't take the swing. It's a free ball back to
Brown. Pushes it over.
Chrisman, great job on defense.
And the miss hit by the freshman Shelton. Hedgesville back up by 1.
Those are the experiences that the freshman's never going to forget. Shelton is a miss hit. Lots of miss hits in the match tonight. That's certainly nothing her. Hedgesville with a quick lead. Come right back at her. Another good pass by Chrisman.
Lark doesn't get it over the net. It's a 9-1 run for Hedgesville. And it's match point in set number 3. Hedgesville, the chance at a rare sweep of the 9-time state champion Musselman Applemen.
And the serve.
Into the net goes Smith, the sophomore. She was bound to make a mistake eventually, I suppose. 24-23. Musselman needs this point to make it win by 2.
Watch her with a good serve.
Brown fires, gets it to go!
Block, that's the set and the match. Hedgesville wins in 3, 25-23.
The stud sophomore for the Eagles, who was great as a freshman last year, 3-sport athlete, just like her cousin Jackson Ruest, gets it done. And the regional champs now have a 2-match win streak against Musselman. We're good on our breaks. We can roll right into post-game here. Well, if I had it in me, if we had the time, could look up the last time that Musselman was swept in regional play. I have to imagine it's been an incredibly long time.
Yeah, what we saw is Musselman came out a little bit flat this evening. We know that these are 2 of the best teams in the state of West Virginia. We know that they're going to continue to be in the top 3 versus 6. I mean, if I'm the state, I'm probably going to drop Musselman maybe down from 3 to 4 or 5 and maybe put Hedgesville just 1 notch in front of them. So maybe Musselman drops from 3 to 5, Hedgesville moves from 6 to 4, something like that. But if I'm Coach Martz, I'm probably talking to my team about remember this feeling. I mean, you get to play them again in just a couple short weeks, and more than likely you're going to play this team at least 2 more times, if not 3 more times, between sectionals and regionals. So there are a lot of opportunities for these teams to see each other, and I think Musselman came out just a little bit flat to start the match, not as sharp on first touches. They didn't dictate the offense like they preferred to do, whereas Hedgesville just played a little bit cleaner with first touches. Again, these are outstanding student athletes. These are both great teams, very well coached, smart coaches. They'll continue to grow, get better, work out some of these kinks. Lots of young players, and some of these young players are in first-time situations, playing in very high-stress, difficult situations. They're going to figure it out. We're going to get another exciting match here in just a couple weeks, and I think we've got that match on the schedule at Musselman here at the end of October, somewhere around the 24th, I think.
You were exactly right, Jim. October 24th, Hedgesville at Musselman. It'll be our second to last regular season match in the EPAC. We'll have Musselman twice that week and then get into sectionals and regionals. But again here, Hedgesville gets the sweep over Musselman. Any last closing thoughts, Jim, before we close it out?
No, best of luck to both these teams. It's fun doing EPAC volleyball. Right now, Martinsburg's leading Washington. I think that on any given day, any of these teams can be beaten. The focus on working in system and getting better. We're going to see a lot more good volleyball by the end of this season. TV10 does a great job giving everybody the opportunity to see this. Go to the gym. Go watch these teams play. And if you can't watch the teams play at the gym, make sure you tune into TV10 or youtube.com/WRNR-TV.
Our next volleyball broadcast will be next Tuesday, October 3rd, Jefferson at Martinsburg. Our next broadcast overall on TV10 and on WRNR TV on YouTube and Talk Radio WRNR will be this Friday, high school football. It'll be Martinsburg Bulldogs going to Waldeck Field to face the Musselman Applemen. Of course, we'll have Shepherd home against Shippensburg on Saturday as well. We'll close it out here from Hedgesville High School. Nick Verzolini back in the studio. Colin McLaughlin on the camera tonight. My broadcast partner here, Jim Klein. I'm Dylan Bishop saying so long from Hedgesville High School as the Eagles sweep the Musselman Applemen here in EPAC Volleyball. This has been EPAC Volleyball on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Have a good rest of your Tuesday night.
That concludes tonight's coverage of West Virginia High School Volleyball featuring the Eastern Panhandle Athletic Conference. Tonight's coverage is brought to you by the Mirius Group of Ameriprise Financial Advisors, Rock's Local Markets, Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, Bechtel Jewelers, CMA Honda of Winchester, the Browns Funeral Home and Cremations, Orsini's Home Store, the Gary Kelly Allstate Insurance Agency, Hagerstown Ford, the Berkeley County Health Department, Modern Realty Results, and the Mansion Freddie Law Firm. Keep it tuned to TV10 for all of your local sports coverage. All rights reserved.